Yep.
Don't know.
Yeah. Wish it was your. Yeah. Yeah. All good. I'm not going to say anything.
Well, gentlemen, and I know it's only gentlemen this time with Shajaya, well, dead, and your old mate, the player who plays Nymph, is not with us tonight, so it'll literally just be the guys tonight. So let's see how well guys can screw things up like they normally do. So, what would you guys like to
Who's
do?
roll? Yeah.
Search and loot. That's what we're doing, right?
Yeah, exactly. We'll do a big heartfelt goodbye to Shajaya
Oh,
probably.
yes.
But
We need to have some kind of. Yeah, what are we going to do about her? We should be.
in
Do
terms of
something.
her equipment, like I know that there's that ring that someone might want.
Oh, true.
Yeah, we might have to
She
look
got.
through her stuff. But if you want to do that next week when she has access to her.
I have access to her character sheet if you want to look through what her magical items she has.
Yeah,
It
sure.
feels wrong to loot her without her being here, but I guess.
Oh, Whimsy's crying all the way through it. Oh, cool magic.
Needs must. We've been hardened, but like, yeah, Dorge is definitely upset that she's gone, but it's needs must.
She
Yeah.
has a ring
What
of
do we?
warmth.
Yeah.
And anyone doesn't have cold resistance? Garrett, do you have cold resistance?
I don't have cold resistance, so that, but I
There you go.
imagine it's in a tuning type dealio.
Yeah, it's an attuned type thing, but because Whimsy, do you have cold resistance?
I don't have cold resistance, but I've got I'm gonna say gem. It's a thing that I actually stole off that ship.
That gives you, yeah, cool, sweet. So that's okay. Yeah, so I think you're the only one who needs it, Garrett. So you should have that ring.
Yeah.
What about Nymphadora? Does
Nivadora's got cold resistance, racial
that's
bonus.
the
Yeah,
okay.
the cold blue sea.
So cold.
And that's it.
Anything
Just the
else
ring.
of note?
Um,
Does she have the ring of health? Or the amulet of health?
not according to her inventory. Does somebody has the amulet of health?
Let me just
Maybe-
check.
maybe
No, it's not me.
Is it Nymphadora?
Let me check Nymphadora.
Not me.
She may well do. Just checking mine. I'm pretty sure it's not Whimsy. No.
Have a look at Nymph.
I always thought it was Shajaya who had it.
Yeah, me too.
Well, maybe this was a problem with Shajara. She didn't really have the amulet of health. Because Nymph doesn't have it. And if none of you guys have it, why don't we just say there's a random amulet of health? I'm not quite sure whose it belonged to, but there's one available. Let's do it that way.
It wasn't a charge thing where it gets used once and then it's been disposed of, something like that.
Might be. I don't know.
I don't think so. Have a look. The amulet of health requires achievement, but that's it.
Yep.
Not like a one.
And what does it do?
What it does is your constitution score becomes 19.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds like
It's
something
tasty.
the spider wants.
Yeah. Mine's already 19, so I don't need it.
Mine's 18, so I don't need it.
Nymphadora's is 16. It'll give her a bit of a boost.
Oh no, mine's 16. Sorry, my strength is 18. Okay. But I get the bonuses from mine through because of my barbarian stuff. I get all that other stuff, so it might actually be good to go to Nymphadora. Could also be really good if your constitution's really high. It might be good for Whimsy to have in order to prevent her, to help her with her con saves.
Cool.
That's for concentration, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
her con saves for concentration. Yeah.
What's your
that
constitution,
might-
Winsy?
It's pretty good for a sorcerer. It's 14.
Ooh,
So
be a
that'll
big
lift you
bump.
up too.
Yeah.
That'll be a
19.
decent bump up.
That's nice. Yeah, take it.
Cool. Oh, depending on what yeah, she'll take it, and then if
You don't have to hide so
uh,
much. Then
Leah's
New character
fighter
names.
with the low con, I'll just give it on to her.
Mhm.
Him, her.
Them.
They.
It.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be a nice hit.
Cool.
Malcolm, could I ask you to put it onto my sheet?
One step ahead of you.
Oh, thank you, mate.
So let's have a look at it. So at the moment, without the amulet of health, your hit points maximum is 49. When you attune to that, it goes from 49 to 65.
Get out of here.
And your con save goes up as well.
welcome
You guys
to
have
the
a
club.
search. I'm going to be spending the next hour chilling out. No.
And your con saves now go up to +7. So that's really good for maintaining concentration.
That thing I said about giving it back?
I'll both listen to this when you put it out, eh? Yeah. So part of me, we definitely don't want Shajaya to come back when Ariel comes back, so we'll definitely light a pyre somehow. But is there any sort of materials in
lighting
these?
pyres is pretty. Is what is pretty good at lighting them.
Well, let's leave her here and search the area, and also keep an eye out for any kind of firewood or anything we could burn, like furniture or something like that.
One of the things we're halfway through that trial.
Well,
We
that was
might
odd.
need.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Why did
So
she
we need
jump
to
in?
do the 4 things. We've just done the what were they? There was
Cruelty.
cruelty. We've just done cruelty. That's right. We've just done the mean one. I think the next one's endurance, and then the next one is. Oh gosh, where's my notes? Hold on.
Okay, so
Can we just read the signs over the door again?
yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
So-
but we're pretty. Yeah, so go on.
So the one to the south here, this one down here, as you
Okay,
approach the
somebody turn on
door,
some light.
if you don't remember, there was a disembodied voice, and the voice said this. And then the one to the north, G11. Yeah, so on this door here, there was runes written in Dwarvish, and the Dwarvish script read this.
I think you've lit the whole map up, bro.
No,
What?
Was that intentional?
Did I?
no. Dorge shouldn't have a light on him.
I'm seeing the whole map pretty much at the moment.
No, because I moved Dorge across. See, I'm moving him.
Oh no, like I'm seeing areas that definitely we hadn't seen before, like the next level.
Okay.
Oh, you might want to refresh
can
your
s-
screen.
I can
I'm
see
not
the
sure what
first
that is,
level,
Whimsy.
that we came in on. So there's 2 levels that I can see.
Yeah.
Give it a
see
refresh,
more?
Albert.
The roof and the. Oh, okay. I'll give it a refresh.
Do you just have a supernatural experience?
Could be it.
Prescience, you know.
The other thing is we will need to have a rest. Like Dorge doesn't, of all things, but everyone else is looking pretty beat up.
Yeah, I'm close to the end.
So we maybe have a rest. Find somewhere to have a rest.
Will here be safe? Like we were talking about last time, knowing that Oriel is gone for 10 nights, maybe 20, I think. And we could ask the Walrus to look out for us. We could talk to the Walrus. That's another thing that we could do.
Yeah, where's the Walrus? He's over
Down the south somewhere.
down here somewhere, right?
Whoa, guys, that was some bad mojo, man. Oh wow, that was spectacular. Sorry I couldn't help out, but you know, she's a god and all.
Oh, there he is.
Has she
So-
died before? Like this?
Oh man, this is a relatively new gig for me. I couldn't comment. I've been here not that long. You know, gods live a hell of a lot longer than walruses do, so I couldn't really comment.
Does the orb know anything about?
Well,
about the-
the death of a god or a goddess is always temporary unless you kill them on their home plane. And whenever Oriel calls her home, well, I'm pretty sure this is not her home plane. So she is defeated but not dead. You need to kill her on her home plane of existence or ensure that she has 0 followers in the entire multiverse. And I'm pretty sure there's people still out there worshipping her. So, defeated but not dead.
Does the orb reckon that she'll be back anytime soon? Or know whether she'll be back anytime soon?
Well, that I do not know. Some gods come back quicker than others from the extensive research that I've done. Some take centuries, but it has been heard of less than a 10-day, like maybe even 3-4 days it has been heard of. So how long? Anywhere from 3 days to 100 years? I understand this possibly is not very useful information.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's 3 long rests. And,
Mr. Walrus, would we be able to take a decent rest here? Will we be safe down here?
Well, I cannot. I cannot guarantee that. Let me see. Every so often, there's some, shall we say, worshippers of Oriel who come here to worship her. Are they going to come back or not? I don't know. But she does have zealots, shall we say, that visit her. So, I don't know.
I'm curious about this walrus. You said research. What research? How does a walrus research? Tell me.
No, that we're talking to the orb.
The
We're
orb.
talking to the orb.
But now we're talking to the walrus. Oh,
Now we're
okay.
talking to the walrus again.
Yes, and the walrus is
well, I
saying
think-
sometimes worshippers come here to worship Oriel, and the orb says she could come back in 3 days. It's not unheard of. She could come back in 100 years. So the range is 3 days to 100 years.
I think that we might be able to have a sneaky rest in this room here. And just let the walrus sort of stay
think-
in front of us.
I think one of us needs to keep watch.
Well, if one of us needs to keep watch, then Dorge will stay up. He's used up 2 of his rages, so he's got 2 more. Because he did not, he was stuck in ice for that whole time, and presumably he'll get all his health back before the ice troll heart stops working. So
Oh. Okay, just assume you're back on full hit points, George. I think that would be easy enough.
Yeah. Exactly.
And
Cool. Thank you.
Nymph was the other one?
Yeah.
So Nymph will just assume's on full hit points.
Hmm.
But she'd want to rest to get back spell slots. and
He was
stuff.
wanting to rest to get her spell slots back.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. But she gets 5 hit points per turn, so...
right. So Dorge has still got 2 rages, and he's got all his other once per day stuff. So he'll happily stand guard as well, but he'll hide in there and just sort of raise the alert if we need to. What do you think, guys?
Yep. Yep. Much appreciated.
And what type
Do
of
it.
rest
Well,
are
I
you
could-
attempting to take?
So shall we go into this room here? Is it?
Yep.
What was in this room, by the way, Malcolm? Can we just have a look in that room?
It's pretty much featureless.
Okay, so Dorge is going to stand in the doorway, and Whimsy, you're going to jump in there.
Is this a long rest or
yeah,
a short rest?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this will be long rest.
Okay.
And he'll just say to the walrus, "You just stand in front of me. I'm just here in case things go south."
All right. Now keep in mind, if George doesn't take a long rest, he's running the risk of exhaustion. Like staying up through the night, effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Can you mix your Can you guys mix your watch?
Like ships.
We can take
Yeah,
shifts.
And
Okay,
Fedora
sure.
will offer to take a watch.
George is happy to go first. George is happy to
Oh
be
man,
woken
I
up at the
cannot
meeting.
get
I
into
suppose
roll
if
d20.
we all take turns, then we can just get a long
Yeah.
rest in all of us, right?
Sure thing.
Okay.
Does that work?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're having trouble getting in there, Whimsy?
Yeah, so I've even closed roll d20 down and gone back into it from a complete closure, and I'm still getting a message that says fatal error. The virtual tabletop has encountered a fatal error and cannot recover.
Well, that's
Information
bad.
below or the console log may have more details. Information below error type error d20 engine finish current polygon. Why don't I just try and copy that? Damn, it won't even let me copy it.
And
yeah,
I just
I've got
I just
Mate.
refreshed roll 20 myself, so I think it's at your end.
Yeah, definitely at this end, because I even, like I said, I even closed down the window completely and came back into it, and it still exists.
Well, the good news is the very start of this adventure, actual position on the map won't matter terribly much. So hopefully you'll get that going. If it doesn't, then we'll progress from there. But your exact position won't matter on the map. But
Cool.
I assume you're going into this little short rest room, Whimsy, to rest up?
Long rest?
Well,
Long rest.
I can't guarantee any sort of rest. What I can do is, Garrett, why don't you roll a d20 for me?
Yep.
Hey guys, I'm gonna shut down everything and then try and come back into everything and see what happens.
All right.
Four.
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Or
Is this wandering damage table?
wandering damage. Let me check my wandering
paranoia
damage
thing.
table. Good news. Long rest successfully taken.
Yay!
And I'll make sure and Fedora gets one of those as well.
And Shajaya.
Oh, she's got an exceptionally long rest.
And 10 hit. I've got 10 temp points. Jeez.
Yeah, you're the only one with those 10 hit points now.
Although we should be earning the Morning Lord's favour by actually bringing back the first dawn for a while.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oriel.
If Ariel's gone, yeah, does the weather improve?
What happens to those ice sculptures out in the garden? If she's dead, you know, do they
We'll
become
find
real?
out. Yeah, we'll find out.
Wow. Whimsy's got like a warning asterisk. What that means.
Does he mean hacked?
All good, Albert?
I think so. I came back in twice now, and it loaded a previous game that me and the girls are playing. Fine, so I'm coming. And this one's just loaded fine too. Cool.
Okay, cool. If you didn't
We've had
catch
a
it,
long rest,
Albert,
Albert.
long rest successful.
Yeehaw.
Shall we carry on with the trial, or shall we search this place a bit better? And what are we doing with Shajaya?
Put her on ice for now.
Yeah, so we wanted to search. Oh, wait a minute. Well, what's this outside the door? Was it up the stairs, right? There was a.
Up the stairs. We've come down the stairs to this
Do we
place.
take her body out and let's get through the funeral rites, and then we'll come back to this. Or we could just leave her body here and then search and potentially go through the other trials.
We could even burn her just in this nondescript room here.
We just need how are we going to burn her? Is Winsy just going to fireball her?
Whimsy's
Is it
just going to...
appropriate?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
If Whimsy's happy to do that.
Yep, she'll do it with class and
And I think I've got a couple of torches in my inventory. We can sort of keep it burning a little bit like that. I don't know. I've got 10 torches, so I can give you 2, 3, 4.
We've got an alchemy jug, I seem to remember. Can that produce a
Oh,
bit of oil?
Oil.
that
Yep,
can produce oil.
great.
That's what we
Yeah.
do. That's what we do.
Pour that over and then stand back and firebolt.
And George is pretty happy that he's that we're going to light a fire in the Oriel's palace.
The alchemy
source
jug
of oil,
produces
apparently.
up to a quart of oil. Right. These damn imperialists. I don't know what a quart is. How much is that? How many milliliters?
It's a quarter of a gallon, isn't it?
Okay,
Yeah,
next question.
gallon.
A gallon.
4.2
Ah.
liters or 2.4 liters?
Oh, okay. I could definitely cover up.
Quarter's a litre. Yeah. A US quart is a litre. Just shy of a litre.
A reasonable amount. But we're not going to be soaking Shajaya in it, but yeah, you can certainly try. So you're going to cover her in the quart of oil?
Enough to get her alight.
Burn her consistently.
1 US quart of granulated sugar is 3.79 cups of New Zealand sugar. Apparently.
No, we're talking about liquid quarts, though. You're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, how much is
Ice
that?
sugar.
Fluid ounces.
No, let me ask Auntie Google.
The US liquid quart is 0.946 litres.
So
Man,
about
that becomes
okay.
horrible
I'm going to
sometimes.
say there's enough in there's enough in metric liquid, but there's not enough in imperial liquid. Just to teach the people who stick with imperial, just to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess I shouldn't joke too much about Shajaya's death, but you cover up her in oil.
But we can also get 2 gallons of mayonnaise out of this thing for some reason.
Yeah, no, that's just sustenance. Like,
Two
imagine how good mayonnaise goes with knucklehead trout.
Right. Okay.
Mm.
Weird.
All right, so does anyone want to say anything? Who's closest? Tarvin. George goes over. Tarvin, you've known her the longest. Do you have any words?
I can honestly say I've never met a truer soul than Shazia. She always gave herself thoughtlessly to the group and the cause, and she stood her ground when it came to moral issues. She will be missed.
It was also freaking badass. The way that she got those claws out of her hands, turning into a wolf and ripping up people's throats. She was a mighty fierce warrior.
You guys missed the stallion. That was great. She rampaged through the streets after somebody was getting away from us. You guys weren't there for that, but it was awesome.
She effectively was trying to protect us as well with all that healing magics when she passed away. If only I wasn't frozen like an isopop, I would have totally been able to help. Thank you, Shajaya. Shall we do
Anyone
it,
else?
Whimsy?
Okay,
Whimsy?
let's do it.
Garrett?
Oh. Sorry.
Whimsy's decided she's not getting close to anybody ever again. That's all she says.
So there has been much death on this quest, both personal, close, and family, and this extended family, known as the Order of the Beak, which you have so gladly welcomed me into to help me work through my. I don't know why have I got an echo. Am I still on? It's very echoey in here.
It's the ice cabin.
Ice caverns. Yep. So this death that we've all suffered through, that we've endured, and it seems that our trials are not yet over. So we should make sure that her sacrifice for us is not in vain, and that we should all live to see the next sunrise. Praise be to the Morning Lord.
And
Is that her
obviously-
body there? Is that it? Am I standing next to the right one?
That's so real.
Oh yeah. Where's
Shazai.
Shazai?
Right, and here. I put her in here.
We'll put her in here. We're
Oh.
all standing over here.
What was Tarvin doing?
Dunno.
He's known her the longest and got her confused with the goddess we slayed.
I know her well. I recognise this icy corpse anywhere.
Oh gosh.
My oldest friend. Okay.
All these elves look the same.
We should leave the room for the fireball though.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, was it not just going to be we were oiling and then using a firebolt or something?
That's right.
Okay.
Firebolt, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Firebolt and a couple of torches to get the body burning so that we don't end up having to reconfront her at a later date if Oriel comes back.
Oh, I'll chuck a couple of torches in amongst that.
Okay.
Sweet. And then goes the firebolt.
And Shazai, the body of Shazai, let's face it, a really nice high elf. Someone who is in the natural course of things would live for another 1,000 years at least. But now, your time has come, and that will be that.
Shall we explore this room first before doing the trials?
Well, I think we might want to explore the whole place because the last trial took some time. Like, was it a couple of days that we spent at the other camp?
No, we were only there for a night. Like, we didn't even stay the night. We just.
Just like a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if there's one of the trials called Endurance, do you not think that sounds like it might be a little bit longer?
Sounds like a little bit of like this Celebrity Treasure Island to me.
Sounds like we've already done endurance.
I know, we've enjoyed a lot. Sounds like the average day in Icewind Dale.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't explore the upper reaches of this fortress for the simple reason that we didn't want to run into Oriel. Since we have removed Oriel, maybe now would be the best time to
have a look
search
upstairs,
that, we could
search
come down
everywhere.
to do
Yep.
these
Good idea.
trials.
Okay, let's go upstairs.
Let's go upstairs then. Cool.
Okay. Conveniently, you're all over here. You're all upstairs, except for Shazai.
Okay. So that was where this was the room where the ice giant was, wasn't it?
That's right.
And then this one, and we didn't go into these double doors.
Which double doors?
These ones here.
No, you did. Or somebody did
Okay.
anyway. And it was a ruined kitchen. Like,
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
no.
So we've actually searched this floor, but there are stairs over here going up.
Okay. Do you want to take the light effect off me? Because I think unless Whimsy's cast it on me again, but yeah, because I shouldn't have the light effect unless Whimsy's
Oh, you
cast
can,
it on me.
you can
again.
have the stone.
Okay, cool,
If
sweet.
you're going in the front.
All right, I'll go in the front.
sure you got your stone on. Oh, yep. Okay, cool.
Yeah, the stone's already on. And so, what's this room here?
Some type of feast hall. A dining room table carved of ice, chairs, and you searched around before it. Nothing much of interest in here.
Tarvin, do you want to head upstairs and do a little bit of sneak, and we'll be ready to go?
Roger that. I'll just get to the top of stairs and see what it's like. So I guess that's a stealth roll.
It is. Yep.
Oh, it didn't come through. Damn it.
I see it on the log. I see you rolled a 21.
21. I'll just
Okay.
uninstall that.
So just
And try that again.
stay right where you are, Tarvin. I'm going to move, whoops, you right over to here, I think. Yes. So you sneak up there with your 21 going very carefully, and you emerge into the room that you can see. You're right up here now, Tarvin, if it wasn't obvious. The semicircular room has a forest of icicles inside of it, hanging from its ceiling, some of them as much as 8 feet long. Along the curved wall to the south stands an enormous throne of ice, decorated with carved images of winter wolves and mastodons. Across from the throne to the north wall is an open doorway.
Okay. All right. I'm just basically searching for trouble, and I think I'll look closely with more detail once the rest of the team's upstairs with me. So I'm just going to creep over to this corner here, peer around there.
Okay, so you come up and peer around the corner, and this room contains brick furnishings that suggest it was once used as a frost giant's bedchamber. A bitterly cold wind blows down a staircase to the east, at the bottom of which snow has accumulated.
Anything in here?
Just more of the same, some type of bedchamber. There are stairs going even further higher up.
And didn't you say the snow was piled up here?
Yep.
So we can't get past, or?
Oh no, the snow's accumulated, but like just a
Right,
few
okay.
feet deep. That's not preventing you from going up to the top.
So there's some kind of hole in the ceiling above me?
Yeah, like one assumes looking from the outside. When you're outside, this appears to be the rampart at the top of this thing. So you expect that's why the snow's coming in, because it's open in this level above you.
Okay, I want to go up the stairs, but at first I think I'll go back to the other stairs and tell everyone to come up here. So I'll just stand up here and whisper down, "Hey, come up.
You
Be
guys
quiet,
go up.
Come up."
Yes.
Can we have that spell cast on us? That stealth spell, or was that Shajaya's?
I could do that if you guys want to do that. So
Can we
the
just
path
go up?
without trace.
We might need the spell slots for later for these endurance things and that. So I'm like, we could just go up.
Yep.
He said it's safe.
Yep, come up.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Feel free to stealth
and
if you like, though. I mean,
Yeah,
you won't get the
I'll roll
plus
a
10,
stealth.
but if you want to.
Attempt stealth, yeah.
A 17. Okay.
La 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 la.
Okay, 4 and a 9.
Shush, guys, I'm stealthing.
Has Nymph come
Everybody
with us as well?
shush.
Nymph is too overcome with grief at the death of Shajai, and she's staying with the pyrophire. So,
Good thing.
so Nymph will just be there, and if you 3 guys down at the bottom there just stay still for a second, I can drag you up by Tarvin.
I'll move out the way for you.
Whimsy's,
Oh, there you go,
roll
so
was
you're
based on
all
the
up
fact that she's
here.
Yelling down at Nymph. Nymph, are you coming, mate? Are you coming, mate?
That's everyone. Okay, so here's the deal. There's more stairs going up just north of us. I haven't been up there yet, but this floor is clear. I haven't looked any detail too closely for traps or anything hidden yet, but there is an interesting throne over there someone might be interested in.
Is it a giant's throne, is it?
Yeah, it's giant sized.
Okay. All right. Can I have a look at the throne and see if there's anything interesting there?
Just a sec. Sure. Heading over to the throne. Yeah, it looks like it's made of ice. Other than that, it's nothing much
Any
of note.
giant language on it?
Make a perception check.
Thank you.
You-
14.
Yeah, you have a closer look, and just a fairly nondescript throne made out of ice.
Okay. Shall we go further north?
Garrett.
further up.
Garrett.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm getting my characters. No, you're fine.
Oh, so I'm fine. Who's not fine?
Well, who is not fine is Mr. Natural 1 and Mr. Natural 9. As you're wandering through this cavern, we'll start with Whimsy. You look up to the ceiling, and you remember I mentioned these tall 8-foot high icicles?
Macedon.
Yeah,
Yep.
one of them decides to fall down on top of you, Whimsy. Well, that's not true. I'm not telling the entire truth. 2 of them actually decide to drop down on you, and you don't see them coming. Does an 18 hit you, Whimsy?
Yep.
Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Okay, so there's one massive icicle just hits you right in the chest, and you take 4 points of piercing and 17 points of cold damage.
21.
Dorge, as you go up to check out the stone statue, and as you're looking around, 2 of these icicles fall down upon you as well. First one, rolls a 9 at advantage. That's not good.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Sorry, yeah, carry on.
And the second one rolls a 10 at advantage. So they clatter. And you see closer, these things are not actually icicles. They appear to be little creatures, some type of
It's
weird.
gnome or something.
Well, I'll just give you some art for what they look like. As soon as I get them on the map. And yeah, not sure why that's. Sorry, just a sec. Not giving me an easy way to share this art. If we go to Discord. Yeah. But imagine those things I just posted in Discord, but made mostly from ice. They're dropping down from the ceiling, Garrett, and just thumps onto the floor, and they see them kind of flopping around like a worm. And I need everybody to please
roll for initiative.
Was that their surprise round, was it?
It was. Yep, they just fell from the ceiling.
So I've
and that was
got
it.
my feral instinct that allows me to also participate in that, right?
You mean
If you are surprised at the beginning of combat but not incapacitated, you can act normally on your first turn if you rage before doing anything else.
Sure. Okay.
Cool. I'll just roll for my initiative. Sweet. Whoa, look at these initiative rolls. Garrett and Whimsy.
I'll check
Wasting
out-
the natural 20.
Whenever you get a
my
natural
God.
20, you get confetti now. If you look at my screen share,
Yep.
look, confetti. Natural 20 confetti. All right,
Nice.
so Dorge, you are not surprised?
They miss me anyway, so that's fine.
Oh,
as
so-
far as their attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, and they would have gone before me, but does that mean I get an action in that surprise round as well? Is that what it means?
Let's have a look. Well, interesting because the 2 things happen after you.
Oh, okay.
I could say, well, you see these ones drop over next to Whimsy, so you could take a swipe at one of these ones if you wanted to.
It's sounding too complicated. We've done it already. We've done it. It's okay.
All right, so these icicles form down Whimsy. One of them skewers you right in the shoulder. What do you do?
Whimsy.
Yep.
She will. I suppose she'll knock off a Oh, they're right next to her, eh? Yeah, she'll firebolt one of them. She'll firebolt the wolf one.
Okay.
Ooh. Let's see how that goes.
Okay.
18, does it hit?
18 absolutely hits as these things are. I mean, they fell, but then they're kind of flopping around on the floor a little bit, and you firebolt them. Roll damage for that.
6. hits only.
On this guy?
Oh, sorry, this one over
Okay,
here.
sure. Okay, 6 points of fire damage. Okay.
And are they just flopping around? She will. No, she'll just say. Oh no, she's gonna have to try and get out of there. Okay, she'll move 5. I imagine there's opportunities going on.
Nope. They do
Oh,
not
okay,
take their
good.
attacks of opportunity.
10, 15,
Mm.
20, 25, 30. Oh, I don't like running into that room. I'm going to go here instead. That's the only place she can go. She'll go over here.
Okay. Alright, so fireball one of them, dash around into the other room. I believe it's Garrett's
Almost
turn.
into the other room.
Oops.
Right. So this thing's fallen down. I believe I will do a double rapier attack on the one to my immediate self.
Okay. Get out the rapier?
Oh,
Or...
not longbow. Rapier. Sorry, I clicked wrong. Longbow, so that was wrong, and that would have been a 10.
10 against these creatures does not hit. They've got very thick kind of insectoid armor around them, so it just clanks off. You hit them again with a rapier, same thing, swing and a miss, just clanking off their armor.
So
They're not hard to
13.
hit, but you're not getting through. Yep, 13's a miss.
In terms of that, hang on. Okay, and I'm just going to move to the opposite side, so staying still within 5-foot radius.
Oops, just swinging around them. Nice.
Yep.
Okay, this piercer is going to take the dash action, and it's going to move 10 feet and start climbing up the wall. That's its turn. Okay.
How far up the wall is it?
Oh, it gets to the base of the wall. Looks like it's slowly climbing up, but that's all it does. This one takes a dash action and moves its 10 feet and gets up against the wall and starts climbing up there. Dorge. Oops, that doesn't get a turn. Dorge.
Oh, I'm not going to rage, but I am. Do I need to rage in order to do my reckless attack? Sorry, I just need to check that.
I'm not sure, actually. That's always confused me as well.
No, there's nothing there. Cool, so I'm just going to attack recklessly on this one right in front of me. When you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Cool. Awesome.
Okay.
So I get advantage on mine.
Yep. They'll get advantage to hit you as well. First one calms down. Carve into it. Pierce through its armor. Roll damage. Obviously no rage extra attack damage, but that's fine. 14.
Here we go, 14 bludgeoning damage.
Yep, you squish it. It doesn't look great, but it's still up.
I'm gonna. I'll hit it again.
Okay.
Yeah. At advantage. Cool. Does that come through?
Coming through.
14?
14, man. Side of a barn door and you miss it, Dorge. Not good.
I know. I slip a little bit in its guts.
There we go.
And then Dorge is going to actually run up to these two. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's just going to stay there, so he's next to them on the wall. So that, yeah. Cool. That's me.
Okay, so, yep, crashing through, hit one of them. Whimsy, bad news, you chose exactly the wrong place to stand as another icicle falls from the ceiling and drops down upon you. But it rolls an 11, so it just crashes right next to you. It's a miss. That's its turn. Tarvin.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll use my bonus action, Hunter's Mark, on this particular. What are they called? Pierces?
Yeah, pierces.
So
Yep.
sorry. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Hunter's Mark. And I'm also got Dread Ambusher.
Okay, cool.
So
Fire
I've got
away.
3 attacks. Yeah. Okay. Longbow. Got to have my laser rifle.
Okay, longbow.
Okay.
Taking a shot at
Two.
which one?
This guy here. And
Yep.
he's got Hunter's Mark on him. Okay.
Okay, that hits. Skew is a small
Alright.
creature. So
7
7.
damage. And I'll do Hunter's Mark, which is
Yep.
a 6, I believe.
And Dread Ambush, you get a D8 on top of that.
Yeah, so a 1d6 and a d8. Sorry,
Yep.
there we go.
7, 11,
8.
11, so 19. Oh, it's a fantastic shot, Tarvin. Do a bunch of damage. This creature is kind of squealing a little bit on the ground. Still alive.
Unbelievable. These things are sturdy. All right. I've got another 2 attacks anyway. And they both have Hunter's Mark, but I've done my Dread Ambusher.
Yep. Firing again, I assume, at the same one.
There we go. Yep. I'll
And
keep plugging away at it.
you can roll damage if you like, but it has 3 hit points. I think you're going to do more than that. And creature... Oh, I got a little... Check out my video once again. This is what happens to the piercer.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one goes down. This one's no longer living a life of piercing.
Okay, I'll turn my attention on this guy here then for my last attack. And I guess
Sure.
there's no Hunter's Mark because I've already used my bonus action.
Yep, that's true.
It's just a straight up.
Okay, roll damage. Okay, that one is 8, is exactly the hit points it gets. So
Ha!
it also
Hooray.
explodes in a pile of gore, most of which lands on Garrett.
Sorry, mate.
You.
And I'm just going to move just the doorway, but still on this side of the threshold.
Okay, so with these other ones scurrying around, one lands next to you, Whimsy. What do you do?
She'll shoot it with a firebolt.
Okay. Does hit,
17.
pierces through its armor for
Nothing.
5 points of damage. Okay, nice.
And then she'll move back to here.
That's a terrible roll, by the way, in 2d10. That's a shocker. But you
Oh,
still
no,
do
of course she does
damage.
it.
Only a cantrip. Okay. Garrett, looking a little gory with piercer guts all over you. What do you do?
So the one that was next to Whimsy, I will draw my longbow and have a couple of pops at.
Okay, first pop shot.
Ongi bow.
That hits. And it has taken
Only
damage, right?
11.
So it's 16.
Is it? Oh, it has. Okay, yep. all
Yep.
right.
Yep, Whimsy
Okay.
firebolted it. So, but it's still hanging on. 16. Okay, it has 1 hit point. So this one too explodes in a pile of gore.
And movement-wise, I don't think I'll stay here. I'm going to head towards team over here. Finish there.
I'll tell you what. These piercers are going to slowly climb up the wall. It's going to take them maybe 5,
So
6
I wanna
rounds to
op-
get to the top.
I want an
So
opportunity attack on this one. I
They're
was
not
going
gonna
to knock
make
it off
it,
the
no,
wall.
We'll
They're
shoot
not going
them
to make
down,
it if we shoot
yeah.
them with our arrows.
oh well. Well, I was going to say we could just fast forward it because these guys are pretty much powerless now. But if you like, tell you what, Dodge, go reckless on these fools, and then we'll end the combat. We'll see if you can kill them on this turn. How about we do that?
Oh, sure thing. Well, I'll try, but I don't think it's going to happen because I'm not.
Just concentrate on one.
Yeah,
Okay, that hits.
concentrate on that one there. That's the one to my left,
Yep. So 8.
but that's only 8. No,
Uh,
I'm not going to do it in time. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh well,
Hey.
you get confetti, and I think you're going to do
So
more than
6
8
and a
points.
3.
Yeah, that's
How
enough.
much did it have?
You
Yep.
had an 8 left.
Killed one.
So
Pot
what's
shot.
that?
You can pot shot the other one.
Oh, if you want Garrett or anybody else, kind of skipped over Garrett there, I think. Garrett, would you like to try and take this one out?
Well, hang on. Wouldn't
Tarvin, I
Tarvin
think.
be the next one to take a shot after Dodge before me?
Yeah.
I'd already had mine. Remember, I shot the one next to Whimsy, or formerly next to Whimsy.
I'll be
Sure.
happy to. I'll use
Okay.
my bonus action to transfer Hunter's Mark
Okay.
and take a couple shots. Ooh,
First
is that
shot
it?
hits. Yep. 17's enough. 11 piercing plus your hunter's mark. A 13. Okay. Still up. 22 hits. You need to do 9 hit points of damage to take it down. There we go. All of them are now grizzly puddles on the ground.
Okay. George would like to scan the roof to see if there's any more of these bastards.
Okay, make a perception check.
Three.
You scan around. You're pretty sure you've got all of them. Man, they do look
They're sweet, guys.
extremely similar to an icicle, but you don't notice anymore.
No, we're fine, guys. We've got them all.
Okay.
Shall we go up the stairs?
Well, I'll just go scope it out stealthily first, eh? Or
Oh,
not.
perfect. Oh, does anyone have a little bit of health for Whimsy, by the way?
I can cast a Cure Wounds.
Oh, by the
Whimsy?
way, have we attuned to that equipment?
I think it takes like a
Yeah,
day or something, doesn't it?
It takes an hour, and during your
takes an hour.
watch
You had
or
a long
whatever.
rest anyway, yes.
Yeah. So you should have your health thing there.
Yeah, that's why she's on 65
Whimsy?
hit points now, Whimsy.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, there we go.
So Cure Wounds would be of use.
Lovely jubbly.
Okay.
It's an
Thank
11.
you.
It's a nice roll. Excuse me.
She'll take it.
Okay, so I'll stealth.
Okay, make me a stealth check.
Okay, and I'll go up the stairs.
25. Let me just check something.
Oh,
Okay, you head up the stairs, Tarvin. And you do find yourself like on the battlements, the very top, which gives you a view across the Grimscale Island. And you see a big nest here. And you look around very stealthily as you come up the stairs. And you see, I don't think that does it justice. You see a massive bird. Wingspan 20 feet long, something like that. This is kind of what it looks like. And you remember how O'Reilly would be seen in the night sky flying across this gigantic bird. And you see
That's
this
right.
gigantic bird. And the gigantic bird is kind of perched on the side of this battlement. And it looks as if it's ready to attack the first thing that it sees. It's trying its best to hide, but you see it. It's doing a terrible job of hiding, but it doesn't appear to see you. So you see it. It doesn't appear to see you as you sneak up. I mean, you guys are making a lot of noise downstairs. A click to the noise. But as you stand there pausing, looking up at this giant bird, you do look into this nest, just getting a glance. Make a nature check for me, Tarvin.
Uh-oh. Nature.
You see some eggs inside of here. There's well, you see an egg here. It's about 5 foot tall. Looks as if it would be very heavy to carry. And it's kind of got this silvery hue to it. You don't know what it is, though. Could be anything. You see a harp in there, like to play music on. You see a large electrum chain, like a precious metal. some type of bloodstone pendant on it, and a wooden sea chest.
Hmm.
Obviously, you don't know what's inside this sea chest, but yeah. The spirit is looking to get on prey that comes up here, but with your stealth of 25, it doesn't notice you. What do you do, Tarvin?
I'm gonna sneak back downstairs for now and report this to the rest of the gang.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a huge bird up there waiting to ambush us. It knows we're here, but it didn't see me. And there's a nest with some eggs in it, silvery eggs. Don't know what they are, but there's some treasure there for sure. In the nest. If we go up, we would need to somehow be ready for a battle instantly.
Well,
I don't know
we,
what it is.
Can
should
it fit
we,
down here?
can I cast our pass without trace? We stealth up and launch a surprise attack upon it,
Yes.
perhaps with maybe the laser beams and the fire bolts. Do we still have that Earthbind? Or is that something that Shijaya?
Go for Shijaya.
Shijaya.
How we miss
Yeah.
it, though.
Can it fit down
It
here?
wouldn't have worked.
Like, stay in a doorway and shoot from a distance, maybe? And
We
like,
could tie a rope around its foot, or make a noose, and then tie it to something downstairs here.
Yeah, it's far too big, Tarvin would say,
Yeah.
to come down the stairs. There's just no chance.
So
Far
we
too
could
big.
just like shoot from here and shoo it away. Kind of thing. Like stand in the doorway and shooty. So
Yeah,
they
you're
can't
right.
get
We
at
don't
us.
have to kill it, right?
No.
That's
It's
right.
not
Is,
treasure, don't
is that the bird that Ariel has been riding around? No, that
Yeah.
would make me feel good to get rid of her mount.
And tame it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But how do we
Whoa.
kill it when it can fly away?
I
Well,
don't know.
That's why we have to launch a devastating surprise attack. So with your Dread Ambusher, 3 shots, maybe with the
It's without trace.
laser beams, is
Yeah.
that the most damaging one that we've got?
Yeah.
I could even give it a crack at our trusty horn of blasting, and the other two, if they could lay a
Yeah,
javelin
right,
or something or other in with a surprise round attack, we might just get enough damage on it to prevent it from escaping, or to
Whimsy
Or
throwing
make it,
throwing
yeah.
her most dangerous fireball at it from a surprise round.
who
I
has
was gonna throw Professor Orbit at
if you have that strike that immobilizes, who has the strike that can immobilize? Is that Nymph
Nymph.
or
That's
Yeah,
Nymph.
she's got that.
Damn.
She'll open
the
with that.
Sentinel thing?
Yeah, she'll open with
Sentinel.
that.
She's downstairs crying.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, I say that we try and pass without trace
Checks.
to get up and launch an attack. What do you think? What say you?
Yeah, I agree.
At the very
Sounds
least,
fun.
we can run back inside here.
Yeah, we should not move far from the stairs, maybe. Yeah.
Well, Whimsy's not even going outside.
I did,
But
for
that thing comes
reasons
close.
of convenience, to not have Nymphadora come up.
Yeah.
If you like, I mean, this is a deadly combat. I think she would be. I could play
Yeah.
Nymphadora, so I'm going to say Nymphadora can join you in this combat because, you know, grieving's one thing. Saving your friends from further grief is a whole other matter. I think Nymphadora's. Oops. Nymphadora will join you as soon as I can move her over. There we go. Nymph's with you.
Okay, let's do it.
So, in the second round, are you saying that Whimsy, you'll come up because I think something like one of your psychic lances or something might be able to prevent it from moving? Or cause it
She'll be there in the first round if she can. If she passes. Yeah,
So, but you'll be at the back, ready to throw your
Yeah,
psychic lance. Nymph
Alright.
and Dorge in the front line to protect us if it comes through.
All right. So, does that sound like our plan then? So we're going to pass without trace, attempt stealth to
The
stealth
other
up.
way,
Yeah.
just throwing it out there. The other way is she could try and turn it into a slug.
we can bring it. We can then bring it inside here and take our first hit on it in here and have it trapped. Because as soon as you hit it, if you're doing polymorph, as soon as you hit it, it return. As soon as you get rid of its hit points, similar to Shajaya's wild shapes, it reverts back to its original form. So we could actually effectively trap it inside here.
Worth having a go at that one actually, because it's a wisdom. I can't imagine birds having a.
Have you guys not seen a bird when it's trapped inside?
Yeah, but like if it can't fly away, then we can actually hit it many times.
Flying into walls.
Yeah,
Be slug.
I think that.
This thing's huge.
No, but you take its first hit with against the slug.
This thing's huge, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
try
anyway,
polymorph.
So
Right,
here comes the pass without trace.
Okay.
And then give it everything we've got in the first round. Everything.
But I reckon that polymorph thing is a good go though.
Open with
Believe
that.
it or not.
See how it goes.
Yeah, if we turn it into a slug.
we still get the treasure. I don't care whether we
But-
beat it or not.
But if we turn it into a slug, we've got to pick it up and take it down here because it'll have 1 HP, which is generous for a slug. And so the next person who hits it it'll turn back into an eagle anyway. So, yeah.
No, it's dead.
Does that make sense? Does
It's
that
dead
make
once.
sense, everyone?
If you stab it, it's
Yep.
dead. It's a slug.
No, it's not. Not that's true polymorph. Did you have true polymorph? That's too early for it.
Creature.
Yeah, if you do like you turn it into a slug, let's say you do 2 hit points of damage on a 1 hit point slug, the slug will die. That the rock will come back and take
Oh,
1
yeah.
hit point worth of damage.
Exactly.
damage
It's like the
carries
wild
over.
Oh,
shape
just
thing.
like wall shape. So we'd
But
need to
that's what I'm
throw it-
saying.
Throw it off the edge of the castle.
We could
as a
do
slug.
that, but the rock might have more thing. If we bring it in here and then I just do a big smash on it, then it'll be trapped inside because it can't go out these doorways yet. What they were saying.
Yeah, we'll be trapped with it.
I don't know, but you could. But for me and for Nymph, it's a lot easier for us to get in there and stab it, a bird that's sort of trapped in the ground, and then you guys can still fire it from far away.
Okay.
Because you can keep it as a slug for how long's the duration for the slug?
1
I'll
hour.
get it off.
An hour. So we can hold it as a slug, take it down even to the small room, like just take it to a room which it can't get out of, and yeah,
That's good. Yeah. And a crack in the wall.
it's like that
And then let it
story
go.
of dismantling the car and then rebuilding it in someone's office that sort of every school has.
Hmm.
How am I going to get this out of here?
I've cast pass without trace, so make your stealth rolls and then add 10 to that, so I'm at 25.
Cool thing.
Okay, let me make one for Nymph as well.
Oh my god.
Dorch.
Dorch.
Oh my god.
That's a
Fuck, 2
16.
stealth rolls on
Whimsy.
Oh my
Yeah, I know
goodness,
what's going
14. Okay, you guys
one.
think
oh my
you're
god,
stealthy.
Nymph, you've joined us. She's really
You
excited.
think you're stealthy. Keep that in mind. Let's just do Nymphadora.
Be very, very quiet.
And Nymphadora 23, so not too bad. Okay.
All right, well, as we said, for
go.
going up the stairwell.
Who's going up
and,
first? How are you doing this?
I believe I said George and Whimsy, George and Nymph were going to be at the front.
So
Whimsy
Nymph,
at the back,
Dorch.
and us with
Tama
our
in the
laser
middle, yeah.
pistols and rifles ready to go.
I'll be
Okay.
behind Nymph and
Oh jeez, Dorch got a 1 as well.
Oh yeah,
Oh, I don't feel as bad now.
don't worry. Yeah, I've already ruined it.
You'll feel bad soon.
Likewise, we both got 1s.
I know, I see that.
Okay, so
Still 14, let's hope its passive perception is only 13.
Famously, eagles can't see shit.
Except it's not an eagle. What did you
Yeah.
call it? Is this a rock, Malcolm? Did you say that, or am I imagining it as a rock?
I
No,
said
a
rock.
rock.
It is a rock.
Right, you did say rock. I saw that picture, it looked like a rock.
It
just
says
give
rock in the
me-
picture.
Oh, right. It also says people's eyebrow underneath it. Alright.
Yeah, so he can smell what's cooking.
Okay. So
It's a cooking set.
Nymphadora heads up the stairs stealthily as she can. Who's going with her? Dorge?
George,
And Tarvin's behind him. But
so,
yeah,
so I'm going to do grab Dorge and Nymphadora. Whoops. Up
we're
to the
together.
top. Yep. You kind of stealth up together. And you get to the top, almost to the top of the steps, and you see this massive bird, and it seems to be distracted by something else. It doesn't see you.
Oh my god.
16 apparently is good
We're-
enough.
Wow.
Wow. Polymorph now. I'll try it.
You need to get eyes on it first.
I don't have eyes on it. Oh, I thought I was
Yeah.
just finding.
Pretty sure
So-
it requires sight. A creature you can see. You don't see it. So you head up the stairs, Nymphadora?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Whimsy?
Whimsy?
With them, yeah.
And
She
anybody?
was heading up the stairs with them. She just happened to be behind that. So.
I'm in the middle somewhere.
So you're going up with Whimsy and then Tarvin at the back? So Garrett, Whimsy, Tarvin following from behind. Is that right?
I'm just behind Nymph and Storge.
Yeah, it was going to be
Whimsy's at the very back.
yeah, it was going to be Garrett and Tarvin next.
With
Okay,
the
And
laser
it was
and
going to be
Tarvin.
Whimsy.
Okay, so Garrett and Tarvin, you sneak up the stairs. Once again, you see this massive bird croaking above you, but doesn't appear to notice you. Whimsy?
Whimsy was going to come up, and then we were going to do the attack.
Let's assume you guys just sneak just on top of the level. You two follow just behind. And then Nymph. Whimsy, you pop up on the stairwell. It sees you and goes to grab you, Nymph, Whimsy. Turns out that its passive perception. It is 15. It doesn't see Dorge, but
Oh,
does see
close.
Whimsy. So just to be organized, why don't we all?
Roll for initiative.
Okey-dokey.
Yeah.
It's better.
Oh,
There
man.
we go.
I didn't add mine in because we moved my counter.
Yeah, you hadn't clicked on it.
I haven't clicked on it since he moved it. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was
So
17.
17, okay. Now, unfortunately...
And Nymph, what's a Nymph get?
Nymph, sorry. Yes, Nymph. Nymph gets +0, not the great on initiative. It's 7. Okay, so... Now, the creature had a prepared action, because that's what it was doing. It heard you guys mucking around downstairs. I didn't understand what you were saying. I checked, it doesn't have a language. It couldn't understand, but it knows something was up. So it's prepared an action, and as soon as it sees Whimsy, it comes at you.
Does that affect my thing about it being a surprise round or something like that? Or
Well, it's tough to surprise when Whimsy's clonking up the stairs.
okay, I know, but like in terms of my okay.
Oh,
That
yeah,
I can't, so-
you're unsurprisable, right? Now,
Yeah, I'm
technically,
unsurprisable.
yeah, but technically this is a prepared action. As soon as she saw
Okay.
someone, she was going to attack it. So it comes at you with its talons, Whimsy, and rolls a 28. These talons sneak into you. The good news is you take 26 points of slashing damage. The bad news is make me a dexterity saving throw with an additional +3 thanks to your friendly paladin being there. So dexterity saving throw, you get +3 on this.
22.
So the thing tries to dig its talons deep into you, looking to pick you up, and you see its mighty wings looking to drag you up into the air. The saving throw you needed was a 19. Technically, you got a 22, thanks to Nymphadora. But, well done. So that's the Rock's prepared action going on.
26 damage.
Yeah, 26 damage. Yep. And Tarvin. So that's its prepared action. Tarvin, you are up.
Okay.
So where is it exactly?
It's perched right on the edge of this battlement here. So it's just perched
cool.
there. Yeah, so you could, if you wanted to, you could go up and hit it. It's within melee range for those people who like melee range attacks.
Okay. Okay, cool. So it's got 10 feet of reach, does it? Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. No, I'm just confirming it, just in terms of my head, like so. Seeing that. Yeah.
Oh yes,
cool.
it reached her easily from there. So I'll say, yeah, you do know it's got a long reach, at least 10 feet.
At least 10 feet. Cool.
Yep.
Okay, I am going to cast Hunter's Mark as a bonus action.
Okay, Hunter's Mark. You get a bead on it. Yep, cool.
Yep. Okay, now tread ambush with the laser rifle.
Okay, let me get
Yep.
Hunter's marked.
Oh no.
Yeah, you get out the laser rifle, and you actually hit it, but it just bounces off its armor. You don't pierce its thick. Hard to imagine a bird with thick armor, but it does. You don't pierce through. Okay, it's your first shot.
Try it again.
Second shot with the laser rifle, 15. This time it does get through, so roll damage on that one.
Oh, that was lucky. Plus the 1d6.
That's a good roll.
Oh.
27 points of damage. The bird didn't like that.
Oh man, it's such terrible rolls with the laser rifle. Just 13 hit.
13 misses, just off into the distance.
Okay. Rubbish,
Yes.
sorry. Okay, I'm now just going to move. Down to here.
Okay, so shooting
That's
it,
me.
dashing away. Too far away if we get a swipe at it. And just in case you notice, look, I put the hit point bar on this creature. You should be able to see how many hit points it has.
I can only see its foot.
I can only see its foot, yeah, because we can't see up into there.
Well, you can only see a fairly damaged foot then. Actually, I'll now you're outside, not in this dingy dungeon. I'll put some longer vision on it. Yeah, no, it's fine. We're good. Okay, Dorge. See this thing perching over the side, taking a massive chunk out of Whimsy. What do you do?
I'm going to rage.
Rage
And
up,
get
guys.
onto this side of it and just hit him twice. I
Recklessly?
might even make it recklessly. Yep, I'll make it
Okay.
reckless. Boom. So what's that?
22
A.
hits. Hooah!
Cool. And that's 15 plus 2 is 17.
Got it?
And then firing again. Oh!
Oh, confetti! Whoosh.
Yeah. So throw that, and then another 2d6, right? So that's plus another 10, plus another 2 from the thing. So 24 points of damage.
Wow, okay. Hacking into it, the creature. Again. Okay. That's cool. Well done, Dorge. Nice.
Yeah, no, that's where I'm going to stay there.
Okay, I will take note that that was reckless. So we'll get advantage against attacks against you. Swings and roundabouts, my friend. Garrett, you're up.
I know.
Well, I think I will Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
So that's then, and then we will pew pew with the laser,
Advantage.
which I have 10. 10. Oh yeah, you're right. Advantage.
14 misses. But let's see the next roll.
Yeah, hang on. That was meant to be advantage, wasn't it?
Yep, but you need to beat a 14. Okay, that hits. Zap it with a laser rifle. So 18, 23 damage. Nice.
And then a second shot with the laser rifle. Oh,
Yep.
second attack.
Yeah, not at advantage. But it still hits.
Oh,
Just 11,
Just
I
the
believe.
11.
It's 11. Okay, it's taking some hits, but it's taking them. Do you stay there, Garrett?
think I might actually, because I've got a fair bit of movement. Do I stay close, or do I try and protect her? I'm going to stay close to Whimsy. I'll step forward to sort of interpose myself, make it a little bit harder for it to get to Whimsy.
Okay, nice.
Would that be in between Whimsy and... it's a flying creature, could fly over the top.
Oh, well, we'll see what it does, but you are standing between it and Whimsy at the moment. Speaking of Whimsy, I sense a polymorph coming.
Yeah, she'll also do it with she'll heighten it with 3 spell points as well. So it's a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
DC.
And the DC is, I want to say 17, but I'm not 100 on that. I'm just going to check it out. Versus, what's the DC? 15.
15. Okay, so DC 15. And you use sorcery points, so this is a disadvantage.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you roll this, Albert. It has a 0 mod. Oh, it's got a +4 to its wisdom modifier. So,
I was hoping that was going to be a...
So roll 2
Peanut
d20s,
butter,
and we'll take the maximum of those two, and the maximum needs to be at least 11.
A lot,
no.
yeah.
Yeah. Roll 2 d20s, we'll go from there.
Roll. Yes. Well played.
Yes.
Ah,
It's
was-
a starfish.
wow.
It's-
So you rolled a 4 and a 1. Oh, my
Yep.
goodness.
Man, I'm getting all my shitty rolls out of the way today, man.
That is a terrible, terrible, terrible roll. But you get confetti for it, because that is what you wanted. What are you polymorphing it into?
Into a starfish, a harmless starfish sitting on the edge there.
So we'll say this is the starfish.
Huh?
You are concentrating on that.
Oh, hang on. Let's see if we can not have another shitty roll now. Oh, God.
Oh!
At least it wasn't a 1.
Yeah, one's bad news. One's bad news.
Oh,
not
sorry,
20.
it's one's bed. I thought 20 was the one. Oh,
No.
okay, sweet. Thank goodness.
No, 1.
Oh, my goodness.
Imagine if you fireballed or something and broke the and damaged the creature. That could have been bad. But just say. Okay, so you guys have an Whimsy. You would know inherently you have an hour to move around this slug.
She'll
I
pick
think-
it up with her mage hand.
Okay, so tell you what, there's no active threats now. There's just slug. So where are you taking the slug?
Oh, a starfish.
Oh, sorry, starfish.
So yeah, we were
We'll
gonna
take it downstairs, and shall we loot the nest as well?
Definitely.
While it's busy.
Everybody except for Tarvin, can you make me a nature check, please? Tarvin already doesn't know. Garrett knows. You know that the
Oh.
Did you say
silvery
everybody but Tarvin?
yeah, because Tarvin already tried to work it out.
Oh.
But Dorage clicks to what it is. Garrett, let's see if Whimsy can keep it up. Whimsy, you got no idea. This 5 foot tall, 150-pound egg is in fact a silver dragon egg.
Whoa.
And
You say
there's
it's
also, I'll give you the
150
other
pounds?
things as well. There is this. And there's also this wooden chest. Like a sea chest.
Mimic?
Would you just check it for traps? Anyone?
Shoot an arrow into it.
Yeah, just shoot an arrow into it, see if it moves.
Bong! Appears to just be wooden. It's not a mimic. It is
Should we
padlocked. There's
drag
a
it?
heavy padlock on it.
How heavy was that dragon egg?
I do have Bugs'
150
thieves'
pounds.
tools.
Oh,
What's that in real weight?
I've got Bugs' thieves' tools. I could try and pick them up.
Okay. make a thieves tool check. If you don't have proficiency in thieves tool, just make a dexterity check.
Okay. So that's just okay, dexterity check.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get your little lock picks, put them in, and
Ooh.
ping! You did an excellent job. Maybe for the first
Nice.
time, Tarvin, you pop open the lock.
It's not the first time.
Okay.
This first time.
Oh, I've opened a couple locks with these tools.
Yeah.
Okay. You open it up.
Yes. Sorry. Oh, wait, hang on.
Oh, mage hand
Uh,
it. I'll put the
yeah.
No,
starfish in the pot.
let's get the starfish downstairs in case there's an area
Okay.
effect thing. Let's get the starfish downstairs.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
Starfish
moving
goes
back to my chest.
downstairs. Whimsy, your mage hand open.
Yeah, she'll hold it with her mage hand, but I want to find like a crack in the wall or something like that. Then and then stop the spell so that when the rock comes back, it's going to be squished by the wall.
That doesn't. Oh, sorry.
Well, let's not stress too about it because it's not trapped, but inside you find that.
Mm. Spell scroll of mass cure wounds. Awesome.
Okay. Well, that's fantastic. So should I inventory those items, all that stuff?
Sure.
If you can.
All right. So
Nymph
add
can have the mass cure wounds. I think it looks like it's a kind of a clericy,
Yeah.
into my
Yeah.
ladny spell.
Nymphadora could definitely use that.
Now, if we were to take the silvery dragon egg with us, what would we do with it?
Aren't you a dragon fighting people? Wouldn't you know something about dragons?
Yeah, well, that's part of my, like in my head. Like Dorge is almost tempted to just crack it.
But are not the silvery ones the on the more lawful end of the spectrum?
Yeah, well, there is that. So would my tribe know that sort of information?
I think for sure. Yep. You know the white
Yep,
ones
cool.
are bad, but the so-called metallic dragons are generally on the good side.
On good side, and
Yeah.
so, and if you raise a dragon, then you can train it to be a good thing, right? So my part of my thinking is potentially, if you're okay with it, everyone, if we find a way to get it back, we could take it all the way to my tribe to raise. That's what he'd want to do then.
Can you
What would you?
George, you know some basic stuff about it, but can you make me a nature check? You know they're basically good. I can give you more information depending on how well you do your nature check.
It's a 15.
If there is a dragon that would be considered friendly, it would be the silver dragon. So I'll say with a 15, you know they're the friendliest of dragons, and that's what you'll get. You know they're basically good. They're not going to go raising cities. They're not going to be destroying towns. They're going to try and be generally on the helpful side.
Would they, like, the only thing that I'm sort of toying up, whether that's my tribe's understanding or not, but would it be friendly to a group of people that have raised it?
Yeah, you'd think so. Yep.
Yeah.
Keep in
So
mind
it'd
that
be-
when this thing hatches, it's going to be a little wormling. I actually brought
Yeah.
some white wormlings, and they're kind of, not that
Yeah,
great.
squishy.
But over the course of 50, 100 years, they're going to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. But if you're looking for a powerful ally, this could definitely be a powerful ally, but it's going to take a long time.
Yeah, my whole thing is I don't want Ariel to have this at her beck and call.
And
He
George,
can-
can you just roll me 3d10, please?
3d10.
Yep.
Ooh. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, thank you.
13. Okay. George can carry it. He doesn't know. We don't even know how we're going to get off the island, though, as well. So, yeah. How does everyone else feel about this dragon egg? Any other ideas?
Well, it
Whimsy
depends how
will
it got here,
feedback
right?
on all your studies.
Whether it was
Okay.
stolen by the rock. We could try to attempt to return it to the mother dragon. Unless, of
That's
course,
a
the
point.
mother dragon was roosting here. I don't know.
That's actually a very good point.
Mother dragon roosting on top of an evil goddess's tower. Silver dragon. It's been stolen.
Feels like it's been stolen. We could look for it.
Yeah, we should take it with us if it's not too heavy.
Yeah, well, I can carry it as part of my thing. I can lift that sort of weight and drag even more. Like I can carry up to 500 pounds, I think. And then I can push or pull 1,000 pounds.
And just for
Okay,
context, 150 pounds is 68 kilograms.
Yeah.
We
So I'm going to
Okay,
be
big
effectively
holding.
Obelix.
Could I just imagine that we had a bag of holding?
No, we don't.
No.
You've been talking about this bag of holding for all of eternity, and we've never had a bag of holding.
At some point, somebody's going to go, yeah, we had a bag of holding. What's happened?
Thanks for gaslighting us.
Right, well, so I think that we need to sort of look for the silver dragon where this comes from. It's a silver dragon, not a golden dragon, not a white dragon. So shall we deal to this? Shall we deal to this rock first, though?
Yep, I'm surprised Whimsy hasn't set fire to the nest though. Would that be prudent?
She hasn't had a chance yet. She will. She's waiting for you guys to clear.
Do we
And
like
she
this is a nest, right?
Yeah, it
Like
looks
dragons don't have nests.
No,
that
this
right?
looks like a bird nest for sure,
Yeah.
and it
Okay. Cool.
looks
So
eminently
we-
flammable as well.
So we've definitely saved this dragon egg. Okay. Cool.
Yay.
Right.
It's only on Game of Thrones that you have to set fire to them to open them, right?
Can Whimsy's had a little bit to do with dragons being a sorcerer. Can she make some kind of Arcana check to see if how mature this egg is? Oh fuck, I don't know if she'd know that much.
You could try. Let's see. You can make probably an Arcana check. I think for him. So you make me an Arcana check.
Or could you psychically talk to the egg?
So what are you wanting to know, Whimsy? What was the question?
There's two things. She's trying to search her memory of being at uni, of if anything was said about dragon eggs and whether they need warmth or if they can handle the cold weather. And
you know
also,
that
how mature does this thing look? Like, is it on the verge of cracking any day?
You don't know how long it's going to crack. Who knows? It's huge. You think it's going to be, less than a year is what you're sure of. And sorry, what was your first question? I had it in my mind and it fell out.
Whether like normal birds, these things need heat, or pretty much she just wants to know if it's going to survive a trip through the tundra with us.
Oh, it definitely will.
Okay, cool.
These things are the good equivalent of white dragons. They're very good in the cold.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Coolio. Oh yeah. What's his name? Was a white dragon. Silver dragonborn.
There you go.
Memories.
What's his name? You remember?
What's his name? The guy. He had the bag of holding. That guy.
Scar.
Oh yeah, Scar. Yeah.
Yeah.
If only we'd found him first. Before he died. All right. Shall we go downstairs?
Yeah, there was nothing else up
Yeah.
there, right? Because I couldn't see all the way around it.
There was a harp and a amulet or something.
Yeah,
kind of-
I've written those things down the necklace. The ring, we did have a ring with a black pearl on it that seemed valuable. Do we have anyone? Whimsy, do you have a magical sense where this might be a magical ring?
I should do something arcanery on it, maybe?
It is not magical.
Just a
Doesn't
fancy
look
ring.
magical.
Okay.
But she likes to look at the harp. She'll keep that if that's okay with everyone. She's got a bit of a performance skill.
It's a nice harp, well made,
Got a
but
muso and
not
part-time
magical.
muso. Yeah, that's cool. She's just, I think she's already got a musical instrument. She's a bit of a muso anyway.
Yeah, I've got a flute as well. I can play the
She was in
pan
a
flute.
band ages ago.
So with this rock that's in starfish form, you can't. I don't think you can crush things when they come up. They just sort of pop into a space where they can be. But I don't think they die instantly. I think that was.
Say that again, sorry, mate.
When they pop out of into existence, they take damage, but I don't think they die instantly. If you put them in, say, in a crack or something like that, from memory, I don't know.
All right.
Whether
Well,
that's
if we release it, it's going to be. We said it couldn't. We thought that it wouldn't fit up or down the stairwells, correct?
Yeah. So, but if by releasing it in here, it won't be able to go up or down the stairwell, so it'll be just stuck inside here, and so it won't be able to fly away, and so we'll be able to.
But it will be able to get through the doorways, we think.
With those doorways, it'll have to squeeze through those doorways as well.
Go down to the bottom where we slept. That was a pretty small room where we rested.
It needs to be big enough for it to fit inside, but not big enough for it to get out.
I think where we are is fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
put it in the room with the icicles down, so if it flies upwards, it risks impaling itself.
Those icicles.
We don't want to put it in the smaller room down the bottom where we slept.
We'll be slipping over on that ice at the bottom. It's really slippery.
But that'll literally be a cage for it. It won't be able to get out. At all.
What about behind the stairs here?
What was its dimension? Sorry, Malcolm. Like.
Sick.
Because it might be too small, that room. If it is in there.
Excellent.
No, but if it is too small, it pops into the next biggest place that it.
Well, let me show you. So, imagine this, but with a 200-foot wingspan.
Okay, so it needs. Okay, so it's not fitting through these doors. That's not fitting in that room downstairs.
So how about so we put it in here, down here, and that way we can just shoot southwards and from range and damage it from there.
Cool, I like that.
This is so.
Yeah, and I also think that Whimsy, like if you can, because you're concentrating, like just do a big damage spell on it while it's a starfish that will just hit it and. Like damage it big time.
Getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it's more like that. It's body plus wings on the side of it. It's.
So they put it in a stalactite.
Almost the system that D&D uses to describe animals don't really do justice to just how massive this thing is. Like 200-foot wingspan. It's gargantuan, but it's just ginormous. So I'm going to say it's that big, plus its wings.
So would it be able to fit in the room?
Certainly try.
Should we check it in this room with the stalactites so that
it's a bit bigger too.
Fly away?
Yeah, it's because it'll be able to fit in there lengthways, because it's not widthwise, but lengthwise it'll be able to fit in there.
Go make it this size so you can decide where exactly you want to put it. Where do you want to put it?
Can we put it here?
It on the throne.
And then we all have actions ready to go as soon as it becomes a rock that we're going to all attack it immediately.
Cool. Should we use the mage hand to put the starfish on the throne? And everybody ready?
Yeah.
Okay, just a sec. I have to do some rule loring here just to make sure of the things. Okay. Okay. So you're placing it exactly where? Exactly where it is?
In the middle of this, put it in the middle of the room.
Like there?
Oh, I
there?
reckon. Yeah, there, so that it's got the most room to sort of expand in every direction. Is that? Are you cool with that?
Yeah. I'm just reading the
Lindsay?
spell. Just to make sure I'm cool. Yep. Yeah, let's check in the middle there.
So I've got a prepared action that as soon as it turns into a rock, I'm going to attack it if it's within reach.
Okay. Whimsy will stand over there, ready to throw a she'll do her other 4th level spell. Her last one. Reluthum Psychic Lance into it. Which should transform it back once it hits.
Okay, so you're going to prepare an action when Nimsy drops her concentration. You're going to unleash hell.
No, but no, it's when it takes the damage, right?
Oh, whenever the dragon...
The moment I...
Yeah.
Oh, actually...
And you could do two things. You could either... Oh, well, tell me what you want to do.
We're better off doing damage because it's a guaranteed hit on it. So whatever can give us the most maximum damage as a guaranteed hit on it. That makes sense.
I'll do the Psychic Lance because it'll give us a free round on it as well. Does it do its saving throw as the starfish? That's what I was wanting to look for. Or does it do it as a...
does it as a starfish.
Yeah, boy! Yeah, so she'll Psychic Lance it, and that'll give us another round of meeting it, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, so she'll put it in the middle of the room with her, using her mage hand.
Huh?
And she'll step back a bit, and
is everyone else preparing? Yeah, everyone's prepared actions to sort of take it on.
No,
fire your guns and...
because I want to treat ambushes. So if I use prepared action, then I can't do that. Yeah.
Sure thing. But couldn't you do that on your next round? Or
only on the first round. I can
okay, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, but Dorge, when it appears, you're going to whack it. That's your prepared action.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And sorry, who was waiting? Was it Garrett who was waiting? You're waiting, right? So you can get your dread. Oh, no,
Tarvin's waiting. Yeah.
Tarvin's waiting. Sorry,
Tarvin. I'm
Garrett?
preparing a...
Sorry. Is there anything Nymph can do to buffer us up for...
Buffer you up. Let's have a look. Ah, she'll cast
Bless. Standing next to her is a +3.
She's going to cast Bless, is what she's going to do.
Can I have one of those? Because I'll be at the front line. She'll be in the front line too, probably.
One for her.
Is she damaged, or is that just a trick of the...
That's Whimsy. Oh, can she give some of her health pool to Whimsy? Whimsy should probably be healed up.
Oh, yes. She'll give you 30 hit points with her Lay on Hands ability.
Cool, thank you.
65. I only need 20... No, I need all of it. 59.
Here we go.
And she casts Bless. So who wants Bless?
Does it make sense for the two frontliners to have it, and then maybe Garrett or Tarvin or Whimsy? Maybe Whimsy because of the spells that she might use.
Yeah.
Okay. I need them on concentrations.
Okay, there we go. And so Nymphadora casts Bless. Oh, look at the pretty, beautiful Bless art. Look at that.
Yay!
And sending hearts.
Oh.
Nymph carries Bless and she gets her scimitar ready to swack this thing. And you will all, of course, get your prepared actions, but let's get organized and roll this, please. Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Thank you, Riley.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness. Confetti everywhere. And Nymphadora.
Garrett.
Oh, mine's not coming through now.
What did you roll, Garrett?
23. It was another natural 20 wasted.
It's not wasted. It's actually really good.
Okay, so everybody except Tarvin are getting ready to whack this thing. And Fedora getting ready with her thing, and she casts Bless. goes, now's your time, Whimsy, go!
And she unleashes a psychic lance at this thing. Whoosh. Doing 31 damage.
If it makes it save.
Wow.
What happens if it
Makes it save.
fails?
It takes all the damage and it misses its next turn. Does not pass
Okay.
go, does not collect $200.
I think I know the answer to
Intelligence
this
save.
already. But let's see if there's any starfish stats. There's not. I'm going to say it's a flat roll. I'll have you do this again, Whimsy. Roll me a d20.
Okay.
And you want 14 or less.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what you needed. Okay, so the first thing that happens, this massive creature just appears right in the middle there. Its wings covering up into these areas that it squawks and complains, and you instantly hit it with 31 points of psychic damage. And let me just check something. Psychic. So can you bring up the description for psychic glance? I can't kind of find it for some reason.
Yeah. I thought it would automatically do that when I cast it, sorry.
That's right.
Display on VTT?
Yep.
I think that's what I want to do.
There we go. So at least assuming the creature. Okay, so you rolled that on a successful save. And is incapacitated. Okay, so.
On a
no-
failed save, the target takes 7d6 psychic damage.
Yeah, did that.
So I took the
Oh, that
31.
was 7d6. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
And it's
Alright, sweet.
incapacitated. Now, what that means is the only thing it can do is move, which is kind of difficult for it at the moment, but we'll get there. Let's go through the initiative order for prepared action. So, Garrett, feel free to take your prepared action. 21. 21 hits. Pachoo! Oh, man. My poor little bird. Okay, cool. Storage.
I only get one hit, right? Is that right? If it's a prepared action, or is it the two?
It's your action that's prepared.
Anyway.
If you get two, if you get two attacks per action, then I think you can take a second shot.
Okay, cool. Well, there's
I've taken the second shot.
Oh man.
12 there. Do you want to take your second shot there, Garrett?
That hits as
15?
well. Yep.
That hits.
Yep. 15 hits.
Just 11.
14.
Just the 11.
Okay, George, take your
Okay.
second hit.
Yeah, that's probably going to hit. Yeah.
Ah man.
Oh,
Bird.
rolled terribly though.
This
8.
feels unsportsmanlike.
It feels very sportsmanlike. We turned it into we used 2 level 4 spells on it.
You did. Okay, so that's George's Whimsy.
Not Tardy?
No,
No.
Tarvin didn't have a
Prepared
prepared
actions
action.
first. Yeah.
Whimsy. You cast
Okay,
psychic.
yeah.
Yeah, you can go Whimsy. Yep.
Yep, she will move 15, 5, 10, 15. Oh, she's going to move 20 because that stupid thing's in the way. And she'll fire off a Scorcher at second level.
Okay.
Zoom. 29. Oh, yeah, so
Dexterity
29.
saving throw.
That was
15.
cast at 4th level.
Oh, was it? Shit.
Yep. Yeah.
I thought I cast it at second. Sorry, my bad. I'll do it again.
The good news is that it fails at saving throw.
Rightio.
And at
That's
second
better.
level.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Just-
high for a second level.
Yeah.
12 points of fire damage.
And
Okay,
then
now
she'll
according-
move backwards.
Yeah. Now, according
That's all I
to
remember.
your psychic lance, it is incapacitated until the start of your next turn. You incapacitated last. I think it's no longer incapacitated.
Yep, she's had another attack, so I'd agree with that.
Yep. Okay. Oh man. Let's have a look. It's desperate to get out of here.
Nymph had a prepared action as well.
Oh, sorry, we'll do nymph. That's a good idea. So she'll attack twice with her trident.
Oh,
First attack, 22 hits. Second attack, 11 misses. The 22, we'll do that one first.
Sorry, I just moved Whimsy to stay in Nymph's aura.
Cool. She does. She uses shield.
One-handed.
One-handed.
No,
okay.
she doesn't use a shield. One-handed.
For 10 points of damage. And she's going to pump some Divine Smite into that, because that seems like a sensible thing to do. You're going to do it at second level. That's extra 3d8. Take 3. That's 20
that's
damage.
massive.
Wow. Oh, and I got this little animation for Divine Smite too. Watch this.
Nice.
Okay, so Whimsy cuts into it. Darwin, everybody's Nymph as well with her prepared action. Now it's its turn. Ah, man. So it's gonna. How could it possibly get out of here? Kind of screwed no matter what I do. All surfaces. Does it get any siege attacks? No.
Siege attacks.
Well, some weapons have siege damage, which means they do double damage against structures.
Walls,
Doesn't have that.
That Shardland Dragon had it.
Oh, there we go. Dorge, it's gonna go for you. It's gonna
Yeah, fair enough.
just try and take you out. It attacks you with its beak. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. A natural 1 on both dice. I always roll at advantage because it's what I do. Just saves me time. But those were both 1s.
Cool.
Talons. That's a bit better. 26. So
That hits me.
talons reach into these enclosed spaces. Take 23 slashing damage. Don't
I'm
believe
going
you're
to use
raging.
my... Yeah, I'm not raging, but I'm going to do my Stone's Endurance.
Okay.
So minus another... minus 10. So, sorry, what was that damage?
13 damage is the net effect. 13.
Oh,
23 down to
thank
13.
you.
And make me, not that it matters, I don't think, but make me an athletics check, please.
Oh, an athletics check.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. 18.
Oh, yes. It sinks its claws into you and you are grappled.
Ouch!
Nymphadora says, it's okay. I got you, bro.
Yep.
I got you. And she attacks again with a trident. Now her prepared action is over. The +2 trident. It's once.
It should return to Garrett, not Nymph.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Garrett. Yep. Garrett, you can finish it off.
Oh, okay.
okay.
With respect to that, I'm actually going to take a longbow shots now to conserve what ammunition laser
Sure.
rifle is left.
This bird looks very damaged. 13, though, misses. 15 hits. Second arrow hits. 10 points of damage. This is a slow death. Okay, Garrett, cool. 2 shots. Dorge,
George?
you grappled.
I can still wield my... I can still wield my two-handed weapon, though, right?
Yeah, your movement is 0. That's it.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
wait a minute,
Awesome.
wait a minute. No, sorry, you're restrained, so you're at disadvantage.
Disadvantage on my attacks.
Yep.
I'm still going to just do it anyway.
Cool.
So there with that one.
With your disadvantage of a 17, that hits.
Go. That's 11 bludgeoning.
Dorge.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah.
I just smash upwards into the breast of the bird because he's so cramped trying to get me, and managed to take him out. Ooh.
All right. Well, that was very smart, guys. Well done. It almost went very bad for you, Whimsy. Guess what I was going to do if it grappled you?
Oh, go high.
Yeah.
And fall.
Not only high across the sea of moving ice.
How is he going to get out of the tower?
Well, I mean, this was when it was at the top of the tower.
previous.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It's going to go high over the sea of moving ice, and that would have been Whimsy's story, but you rolled a 19, if you remember, which is exactly the
So
DC
she
you
could have
needed.
fired off a flying spell while she fell.
Could she have?
Yep.
She does have fly.
Well, it's a funny thing
No,
because
I think it's semantical. Not semantical. What do you call it? I think she has to do some actions. I don't know if you can do that when you're flying.
semantic.
It is semantic.
Semantic?
It is
Oh, you got me confused now. Semantics.
Semantics.
No, it's not semantics.
It's words. It's nothing
Somatic. Somatic.
semantic.
Body, yeah. So I think you just have to flap your arms up and down quite a lot.
Yeah,
Now-
that's what it is.
Rules as written, you take the falling happens instantly. That allows you to
Right.
cast reaction spells. It doesn't allow you to cast action spells.
Yeah.
So I might have had to been a bit of a rules lawyer Nazi there, but anyway, it doesn't matter. You survived. You killed the rock. You got the treasure. Well done with just small hits, relatively speaking, on Whimsy and Dorge. Well done.
Forge. Well, shall we take everything downstairs, gentlemen?
Gotta move this rock out of the way first.
Yeah, I know. Like squeeze our way through. Are rock feathers worth anything?
Whimsy's nicking one anyway.
Sure,
We-
easy
we
enough
could
to
use
pluck
it-
off a feather.
We could use it as a boat, I reckon, to get back.
Yeah. Use its skull as a boat.
Oh my gosh.
Should we leave a message in blood for the
I think
return?
leaving
Oriole?
this here on this throne is a good message for Oriole. She's going to be angry.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
that's what Whimsy will do. She'll write on the walls the rock's blood. She'll just write the squawk on the wall.
See you soon.
Yeah. Squawk,
How
see
high
you
do you
soon.
reckon the rock would have dropped Whimsy from?
200 feet, so 20d6 into freezing cold water.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, if it had been 585 feet, that would have been 6 seconds, which would have been an action.
Oh, yeah.
Right, just physicsing that.
Rule is written. Well, of course, if we want to bring physics into it, you can't cast magic, so
Yeah.
can't do it too much. You would have taken that much Whimsy, which would have been probably the end of
Easy
you.
peasy. She could have taken it. She could also have taken Mike Tyson.
Oh. Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Ah, that is the Mike Tyson quote. I like it. Okay, so what's the plan now, guys?
Let's go downstairs and do some endurance.
Who needs? Do you need a bit of healing, or will you be?
Yes, please. I could do with a cheeky little first level, maybe.
All right. So since we've lost our prime healers, there we are. There's 8 points of help.
Nymphadora will cast one as well for anybody who wants it. Can she cast Cure Wounds yet? There we go.
I only need a little bit, so maybe it's better if she. Sweet, 6.
Yeah, hold on to
That's-
it. Oh,
No,
6
no.
is exactly what Whimsy needs.
Ah, there we go.
She'll take it.
Okay, so back down to the basement level, I assume.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe-
taking the silver dragon egg with me,
Okay, lugging along this massive egg.
lugging
Okay,
it on like Obelix.
Cool.
Yeah, totally.
now you're back
It's
down
like
here.
and I talk to the walrus, and I say,
Hello.
do you have any idea where this silver dragon egg may have come from? Did you overhear
No.
Ariel talking about it?
Oh, she didn't talk very much. I think her arrogance might have seemed like talking to a walrus was kind of below her. Huh? No idea.
Now, we did the first challenge yesterday. Do we move on to the second challenge?
Does the walrus know anything about the challenge?
Oh, nope.
He was the one who told us about it.
Well, I
the
know
first
about the
time.
challenges, but I don't know what the challenges entail.
Aha.
And when you said do them in order, is there actually an order, or can we?
Yeah,
do
it
them
was.
in order?
We
Oh,
did
no.
cruelty first, and we're going to endurance. This one next, then this one, and then the final one up here. If that makes sense. Sorry, this one, then this one, then that one. Is that right?
Well, this one here is yeah, that one above the door. It says this in common. First letters are missing.
Preservation?
Vacation.
Establishment? Oh no.
This one is endurance.
Yeah.
And this one says isolation.
I thought endurance was the next one we needed to do, right? We do it in order. But I'm just looking for you when you posted it up there.
I posted again.
Oh, thank you. Sorry about that. Just
This is what the disembodied voice said.
yeah, that's right. So we go.
No,
So
well,
that's
This is endurance
preservation,
here.
is that one? Yeah, and then that's isolation. That's preservation.
Well, just tell me which one
Shall
you
we
want to
do
do. You want to do endurance by the sounds of it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so endurance, as I said, is this one here. We can do just this part as theatre of the mind just to get us started.
It'll be conversation, the other one, then we just have to talk a lot. Oh, preservation, it is preservation, okay.
Okay, so as you enter through this kind of passageway, you kind of appear in inevitably a big snowstorm that's raging around you, and you all look at each other, and you've got a little snowflake above your head, and by now you've kind of recognized it as this is the symbol of Oriel. So you all see the little snowflakes above your head, but your surroundings just vanish in a flurry of snow and ice. When your vision clears, you find yourself in a raging snowstorm, standing on the edge of a Reghead's tribe camp in the process of being dismantled. And the nomads work feverishly to tear down their tents and pack them onto dog sleds. A few of them spot you and brandish their weapons. A tall figure among them calls out, "We shall not lie down and die for your pleasures, emissaries of Oriel. Be gone, vultures!" It's his massive sword out. These other people, be gone!
I call out using my Reghead accent. Oh no, I'm not a Reghead anymore. I'm not Malamark.
Yeah,
Oh,
hi,
Tarvin.
yeah.
Tarvin,
I just want.
go for it.
I want to know: is it immediately obvious to me what tribe these people would be from, or not so much?
It would be. It's the members of the Elk tribe.
Okay, not mine. My Reghead brothers. We are not your enemies.
Reghead brother? What tribe are you from? You are not Elk.
This is true. I belong to the Beard tribe. My name is Tarvin, and these are my friends. We have just slain Oriel in her
Ah!
corporal form.
Nonsense. Make me a persuasion check at advantage, please.
Yeah,
Because
We've
you're...
sent her back to her home realm for the time being. A persuasion check. Okay.
Yep.
Rubbish.
I did say at advantage because you're a rig
Okay.
head.
Oh, good. I'll roll an extra 20 now.
Yes,
Oh.
please.
Ha!
Do not talk nonsense. You'll never defeat Oriel. She is a goddess. But, rig-head you are. Nothing the accent gives you away. Come, we are moving out. Come with us. Stay here and die. Makes no difference to me. They putting their stuff on Dog's sled and start moving through this blizzard, which is just raging around you now. And the elk drop. So you guys, what time of day? Hard to say. The snowstorm was just raging around you. You don't know. And the members of the elk tribe, they kind of brace themselves, start pulling these sleds, dogs barking beside them as they start pushing through. The march goes on for an hour. The storm slows no sign of stopping down. For that matter, neither does the elk tribe. 2 hours go past. 3 hours go past. 4 hours go past as you continue just pushing through the snowstorm. Let me know if you want to do anything during those 4 hours.
Not really.
Should we talk to these people?
So when you say they're pushing the sleds, are we also pushing the sleds?
You tell me.
Right. Well, if they're
Good.
doing
Yep.
if they're doing something for that, then I want to assist them in whatever it is that they're doing. So
Yeah,
if
George
that-
wishes to help as well.
Okay,
Okay.
let's all jump in.
Jump in or push? Slightly different.
Push.
If the rig heads don't mind, Whimsy will just jump on one of the sleds. If it looks like somebody's getting angry, she'll jump back off.
Oh, the king of this thing just glares at you. Looks like he's about to shout at you.
Yep,
Jump
she
off?
rolls over the other side and starts pushing.
Okay, so everybody
As
starts
if she
pushing.
was just... Yeah, as if she was just jumping over the other side.
Make a deception check.
Yep.
Let's see who you fool. Whimsy.
She fooled herself.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, you're trying to push the whole time. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, totally.
Of course. Okay, so you give this rig head tribe pushing through this raging blizzard, and you get some respectful nods. They don't seem interested in conversation because it is really arduous. And you continue to help push these sleds. There are some dogs there, and they try to pull along as well. Very, very hard going, but you push on some more. 5 hours go by. 6 hours go by. 7, 8 hours. And by this...
Is it okay to put our equipment on the sleds, though? Is it okay to put our equipment on the sleds?
You can certainly
she asked
try.
one of the rig heads. She'll ask one of them first.
They nod.
Do you mind if I put my backpack? Okay, she'll put her backpack and
Okay.
and anything she has on it just to
Sure.
lighten her own load.
Cool. Okay. It's starting to get tiring after 8 hours. I need everybody, including Nymphadora. I'm going to say you can have Nymphadora's bonus to this. Everybody make a con save and add a +3 to it. Ooh, Dora. Oh, Garrett, so yours is a 12, Garrett. Whimsy, Tarvin, Dorage, you push through no problem without breaking a sweat. Let me just make sure of the exact... Oh, in fact, you're all fine. You push through this first hour. Garrett, you feel as if you're stumbling. but Nymphadora is there to pick you up and drag you along. Nymphadora is helping you out. She starts stumbling and breathing heavy. Functionally, Nymphadora has 1 level of exhaustion. Okay. Another hour goes by. You're struggling and huffing. Nymphadora is struggling more than the most of you. I need everybody, once again, to make me a Constitution saving throw. Once again, adding +3 to it.
Oh.
Oh, Tarvin. Tarvin, you're starting to stumble as well, despite the help given by Nymphadora. You too, Tarvin, are at 1 level of exhaustion.
How many levels are there again, sorry?
6 is dead.
No.
So at the moment, mechanically speaking, you're at disadvantage on ability checks, which this is not. So at the moment, no disadvantage to these saving throws.
Okay.
You push through for another hour. Where am I sick? Okay, so pushing through again and again, just pushing through, and yes, indeed, Rawhide. Once again, it's getting harder and harder, by the way. Even if you're not suffering from any conditions, you can just feel the weight of this thing pressing down on you. Once again, Constitution saving throws.
Whoosh.
Con save for Nymphadora. Oh, okay. Nymphadora.
Sorry, no, I'll be quiet.
Nymphadora, strangely, is struggling under this. She's really stumbling. Her Constitution saving throws are going to be at disadvantage from here. No, the +3 is already accounted for into Nymph's saving throws.
Oh, right.
So she's already getting that +3 bonus. So normally it should be +3. That's why it's
Yeah,
+6.
now she's +6. Okay, cool. Shall we tell her to get up onto the sled, like for her to rest, team?
Whimsy will turn to one of the somebody who looks like they're in charge, and ask if that points out that her friend is really struggling.
Life is a struggle. She can walk like the rest of us. If she can't keep up, then she is not worthy for the march. No free rides.
George speaks up and says she's still contributing to this. Her aura is giving us the strength to carry on. I know that I'm feeling powerful within her aura. It's not a free ride. It's protecting us and helping us achieve this. Her with the other 4 of us is contributing to you moving further.
This walk. This is a march. No free rides. You can make a persuasion check if you like. It will be at disadvantage. There's always a chance. Never tell me the odds.
Who's that?
Yeah.
2 15s?
Yeah.
2 15s.
No. She walks like the rest of us. And turns and continues to march ahead.
Okay.
Unless somebody
That's
has...
our choice.
So if you continue marching... Sorry. Yep. If you continue marching, make me another Constitution saving throw. Nymph, who I thought would be good at this, is going to make hers at disadvantage. Oh, look at that. Coming through. So we're missing Whimsy. Tarvin, you're fine.
Whew, that was close.
Oh,
Dorge +3, and Dorge, you are
13.
not. So Dorge, take a
1.
point of exhaustion. Okay.
Sure thing.
Still, the march continues. Getting harder and harder and harder. I need everybody, once again. Oops. I'd like to put my little marker in here to make me a Constitution saving throw. A Nymph at disadvantage.
Oh!
Oh dear. Oh dear. So Garrett, is that your first one?
Yep.
Yep, so point of exhaustion. Nymph is looking very rough. Functionally, so speed, no, I did that slightly wrong, but I'm going to say now that Nymphadora is struggling to keep up. She is stumbling in the snow, and she's moving at half speed, and she
How heavy?
just can't physically keep up with the march. She's drifting behind.
How heavy wouldn't it be?
Let's see if she recorded that.
Probably not.
Oh,
Maybe she did.
she's
Carry.
filled out everything except for weight. She hasn't done weight. She is wearing. What is she wearing? She's wearing.
Breastplate is.
She's got a shield and plate armor.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm gonna say with the plate armor is 65 pounds just by itself. Her equipment weighs. Let's have like 103. She's 150 pounds, including her equipment. Plus, she's 150 pounds plus her weight. We'll say 150, so 300 pounds, including her and everything.
Okay.
We can whip up a because the rangers should know how to do this. Whip up a what do you call it? Like a carrying thing to.
But we're on a forced march. When we're going to stop?
Forced march. Yeah. Like.
That'll take what 10 minutes, and then we'll catch up.
I don't think we will catch up in a storm this severe.
Yeah, visibility is very limited.
George wants to carry her if he can.
Yes,
At the
leave
very
me
least, not
behind.
drag her.
Leave me behind, guys. I'll be fine. Leave me behind.
Yeah, his carrying capacity is 540.
Okay.
Did I bring the egg through with me?
Oh yeah, you have all your equipment, so you have the egg.
Mm-hmm. So I'm already carrying this egg and pushing it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I won't be able to do that if she's weighing 300 pounds.
Like Whimsy could take the egg.
Yeah, can you take 150 pounds? Is that in your carrying capacity?
She's got a strength of +1, I assume so. I don't know.
Go into encumbrance. Just click on weight carried, and it'll tell you what your carrying capacity is. And under inventory.
Under inventory. So weight carried is 107 at the moment.
What's your carrying capacity? If you click weight carried, just click left click it, and it'll tell you your carrying capacity.
195.
Okay.
But luckily, we're not taking encumbrance into.
Of course, you dumped your backpack off, so.
Oh yeah, yeah. All my stuff is on the So I'll carry the egg.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm going to do is have you make a strength check. Just make me a strength check, Whimsy. As you attempt to carry the body. Oh, okay, good. So it's going to pile some penalties on it, but Whimsy, you find us. Are you exhausted at all, Whimsy?
No.
Oh, okay. So otherwise this would have been a disadvantage. It was a strength check, not a strength save. But regardless, you pick her up, finding some inner source of fortitude to start dragging her along. She's still going to be making Constitution saving throws because this wind and stuff is howling, but it's going to be straight Constitution saving throws for her now. Okay? So she is an absolute mess, barely able to.
Does she have any spells? Does she have any spells to cure that sort of thing? What is it?
Lesser restoration.
Lesser restoration. Does she have lesser restoration? That's the other thing. Just pop into my head. Okay, cool.
You push on again. Another Constitution saving throw, please. Nymphadora is going to make her straight. Oh, she pulls it out.
Come on.
Tarvin, even with Nymph being there, that's not going to help. So what are you at now, Tarvin?
Level 2.
Level 2.
You leveled up?
Yeah, your speed is halved, Tarvin. You are
Could we haste
struggling.
him?
You
How
can
long does
haste him.
haste
It'll
last for?
1 minute.
Would that last for a long time?
1 minute, and then he gets tired afterwards.
Oh,
Yeah.
So Tarvin, you are falling behind. You're unable to catch up. What do you do,
Okay.
or what does anybody else do?
What kind of terrain are we in?
Oh, it's like 3 foot deep snow, which is half the problem.
Right, so it's just like plains, snow.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it that your preferred territory?
No,
That makes you-
mountains
Yours,
and the
mountains.
Underdark.
Yeah, it's like the
mountains,
tundra.
Yeah.
Tarvin, what are you doing? You're slipping behind, bud.
I am. I will attempt to throw my backpack on the sled and see if that makes any difference to
Okay,
my
it's
constitution.
kind of like closing the door after the horse is already bolted. The exhaustion is kicked in. You can throw your backpack on
already-
there, but
Okay, right.
Whimsy will tie a rope to the sled and move backwards, holding the rope towards.
Could Winsy cast polymorph on me and turn me into a starfish?
Oh no! I used both of my 4th levels.
Yeah.
You're doing the rope thing, Whimsy?
Yeah, and then she'll tie the other end of the rope to Tarvin,
Okay, you're obviously
and then run back.
you're
Yeah,
carrying
drag
the
me.
egg, right?
Yeah. Well, I can drag him
Oh.
though, because I have more dragging weight. So if you give the rope to me,
Yep.
I can actually drag him because my dragging weight's 1,000 pounds.
Okay. But you're tying them together, Whimsy?
Oh, she's handed the rope to Dorge to do what needs to be done. As he
Which
sees.
just ties it round
She's-
his waist.
In the meantime, she just tied it to the sled. Was the first thing she did.
Okay.
Cool.
And so at the moment, Dorge is tied to the sled.
Tarvin is, isn't it?
If that's what you wish, because she
Yeah,
just handed
yeah.
the rope to you.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
So Tarvin
Tarvin.
is tied to the sled. Okay. So Dorge, chances of you are taking the lead on this as Whimsy holds you the rope. Can you make me a survival check, please? Let's see how well you tie Tarvin on there. Dorge, do you have a level of exhaustion, I believe? I think everybody does except somebody. Do you
Yeah,
have
I do. I have one.
So roll
I'm
that
level
again.
1.
You're at disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Still
Okay.
14.
14. So you tied off on the sled, tied off on Tarvin, and Tarvin, you're kind of stumbling along, half being dragged, half stumbling along, but you are managing to keep up. But it is getting worse and worse and worse. Everybody, once again, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, how many have we got?
Getting hairy. Oof.
Oh, that's all good. With Nymphadori there,
Yeah.
the smallest was an 18.
Yep.
You push on through the snow. Nymph barely hanging on. And after a full 14 hours of marching, finally the king says, "All right, this is as good a spot as any. Storm's abated a little bit. Everybody, pitch up the tents." And they start putting down their tents around. And you stop for a second, gasping for air, trying to recover as best you can. And then you appear back into here. Having
Nice.
passed the test of endurance, your exhaustion levels remain.
Okay. Well, I think we need to have a long rest if we can. Another long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does short rest get rid of exhaustion or just long rest?
1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
So short rest do 1 or do long rest
No,
do 1?
no, long rest does 1.
Yeah, cool. That's what I thought.
So just sorry, that's the wrong one. Whimsy, how many exhaustion levels did you do? Just the one?
None, thanks to that health.
None.
Um,
George?
none, 0, yeah.
I've got the 1, so I can go back to none. If we have a long rest.
Garrett?
Got 1.
Garrett was
1.
2. 1? Okay, 1.
1.
Poor old Nymphadora was 3.
Where can I do that on my character sheet?
Go to conditions, and at the very bottom of conditions, that thing that pops up, there's the exhaustion levels. But you had 2, I think, Tarvin.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so you appear back, still exhausted, still messed up. You notice something slightly different upon your return.
The walrus is dead or just gone?
Walrus is dead.
How did he
Oh,
die?
no.
Can we look at his body?
Sure, make a medicine check.
Am I getting +3 for the? No, it's saving. That's right. Carry on.
That's a check.
Okay. Oh, where are they?
We're not very medical.
No.
I'm gonna say.
Diabetes.
Well, let's give Nymphadora 1. Let's see. Diabetes.
Did my one come through?
Yeah. Oh dear.
Nymphadora needs to roll again though, because she's exhausted.
Yep.
Oh, George.
Nymphadora medicine. She's not even gonna bother. She's too messed up. She's not even gonna look.
Yeah.
So who got the best there?
Nymphadora did with 14, but Garrett with 13.
So Nymphadora is not gonna look. I'm gonna say that. But Garrett with a 13. I'm going to say. You figure it's some type of spell attack. Ukuma hasn't been slashed, hasn't been stabbed. It's some type of spell. With that medicine check, that's as much as you work out. Not sure what type of spell, just that it was
Once
spells.
you'll take a look to see once Garrett mentions the spell, Whimsy will check it out to see what kind of spell it might have been.
You can try with an Arcana. You've already had a close look at it, Whimsy, but you can make an Arcana check. DC is going to be high, yeah, you don't know.
So next question, perception-wise, like body temperature, is it freshly dead or is it dead by quite a while we were away for those 14 hours or so?
With Garrett's 13, in terms of time of death, you put it somewhere between 6 and 10 hours ago.
Oh, we were in there for a while. Oh, 14 hours.
14 hours, yeah.
Nymphadora says, guys, I don't know if this matters or not, but you know all those ashes of Shajai? Yeah, the ashes are gone. I don't know what that means, but they're gone.
Wind would have blown them away.
It's still down here. There's no wind.
Can Nymph do her see evil thing?
Detect evil, got an evil.
Yeah.
Sure.
Within this area.
Yeah. So you do a walk around here doing your detect good and evil. No fays, no fiends, no undead, no consecrated ground, no cursed ground. Detect nothing. What does that mean, guys? If her ashes are gone, she's still gonna be dead, right?
Totally.
Is this all just
100.
part of the test?
The next one. Yeah,
Shajaya's not really dead.
Is this all part of a
Perception.
dream? Are we even us?
And then Tarvin
if-
woke up and it was all just a dream.
What if it's like we don't even exist and we're just the imagination of somebody else? Oh my god.
The next one's isolation. Then preservation. Oh, we should have preserved her. We shouldn't have burnt her.
Put her in a jar. Some pickles.
Turned her into jerky.
Yeah, she would have liked that. Giving back to the...
Like her salted though.
So we're gonna have a long rest.
Yeah.
You think it's safe to do that, given that something has killed the guard down here?
Yeah.
I think it's safer than as long as we're on watch. It's safer than.
What is so second level exhaustion means you go at half speed and you also, as well as getting disadvantage on ability checks. Yeah.
What's the other tests? What are their titles?
Isolation and preservation.
We could have done.
Is that where we go save the whales?
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, I can't. Yeah. I don't think it's wise attempting these tests at disadvantage.
Yeah, exactly. Even with everyone being at disadvantage except Whimsy.
Yeah.
I think that we do need to rest and that we scurry back into this hole, check it out first.
But I'll still be at disadvantage because I'm level 2.
No, so you'll go down to level 1. So it's just some checks, but not saving throws.
Right. Oh, okay.
You see what I mean?
So saving throws as well. I thought it was just ability checks from level 1 and then half speed from level 2.
I'll summarize it. Level 1, disadvantage on ability checks. Level 2, your speed is halved. Level 3, disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
There you go.
So it's worth us having the sleep just for Nymph, really.
Attempting to.
Is the main thing.
Yeah.
I think so.
But
Maybe you don't come in. Do all of us need to go in?
What's the end goal again? Someone remind me. Does it unlock a door or something?
We get the codicil. Is that what we get?
Yeah, that's right.
the coolness.
The codicil of white.
All right.
And so,
we can send the worthy contenders into whichever test, I suppose. We don't all have to do it. Is that what you're saying?
potentially. But we'll still need a rest anyway because there's 2 of us on level 1. So we may as well take a long rest anyway. We're not going to... I don't think it's wise sending Whimsy in by herself.
She won't go in by herself anyway.
No, exactly. So shall we check out this for some danger and at the very least have a night's rest?
And during that 14 hours, we didn't get a sunrise, did we? Or not that we could see in the blizzard.
Not that you could see.
Yeah. That would have been nice to know that the sun was rising again.
Yeah, without the goddess around. But
The
it's the
blizzard
endurance
raged.
door. Yeah.
Maybe she still has influence in this plane. From where she is.
Well, maybe we do send one person in because it's called isolation.
So that would be what? What kind of saving throw would that be? Wisdom?
Yeah.
Intelligence?
Say wisdom or charisma.
Okay.
Top of my
Maybe
head.
charisma. Yeah.
But wisdom would stay.
Well, I'm
sanity.
relatively crap at both of those. +2.
Which makes preservation strength.
Yeah.
I'd guess.
Well, strength for me is my bag.
A test of strength, I mean. Yeah, I think we should at least attempt a night.
I think we should. Yeah, I think we have a rest.
Right, so we rotate watch.
Rotate the watch.
Okay.
Or get a long rest. Yeah.
I'll happily go. Who should go first in the watch? What's our watch?
I believe Whimsy needs the full 8 hours to get spell slots back.
So
Yeah,
if you go first,
Right.
then we do the rotations.
if we all do the rotation until we all get a long rest, it should work out, right?
Nymphadora is not on watch. She just curls up
No.
and instantly falls asleep.
Useless.
Okay, you're going,
The
going
four
back
others?
into
No.
yeah, useless. I blame the parents.
Yeah.
No respect.
Get a job, nymph.
You're going into this room again?
Yep.
Yeah,
But
sure,
there's
let's-
top jobs too.
Sure. So I say you'll go
Let's
into
go
that
into
room.
this room just in case they saw
Oh, okay.
we had been in that room. Sneak it up a bit into that room. Same thing.
Okay, so you'll clamber up into this room. You set watches as before. Whimsy. Roll me a d20, please.
I don't want it.
14.
We don't know.
That's what we rolled last time.
Was it?
I think so.
Roll a
No,
4
I think it
last
was a
time?
4, wasn't it?
Oh.
4.
Was it 4 last
Oh,
time?
Okay.
Okay. So you're doing watch, right? Except for Nymphadora, who's just going to be sleeping in the corner. So the 4 of you are taking. Actually, only 3 of you is usually the rule. Who is not taking a watch?
Oh, I will take a watch.
Well, Whimsy needs 8 hours slots, so should be first to put up your hand.
Well, I'm on 2 levels exhaustion. Maybe I could.
Okay, I can live without slots. It means we just stay at 4th level, that's all.
No, slots are important too, potentially.
Sure.
No, you still all get your long rest in. It's just a matter of who's on watch.
Oh, I see.
Oh well, who's on watch now or first? You mean, or who's
It's
on-
usually do 3 watches. So you could say Garrett, Dorge, and Whimsy are on watch, while Tarvin and the other one. So you 3 take watches between you, if that works for you
Whoever's
guys.
got the highest, whoever's got the highest perception.
So who's taking the first watch then? Which
My
3?
perception's +4.
And you're not exhausted.
And you're not exhausted. My perception's
exhausted, yeah.
+3, but I've got 1 level of exhaustion.
Tarvin, Dorge, and Whimsy. You'll take turns taking a watch. Can all of you roll a d20 for me, please?
Mm.
You want low. Well, I don't know how you want it, but low
Low.
is going to be the person it happens to. Tarvin. While Dorge is sleeping, while Whimsy is sleeping, you have 1 level of exhaustion, right? As you're actively watching, make me a perception check, but at disadvantage.
Ah,
8. Okay. Now.
my eyes are very sleepy.
Okay, sorry, just reading something. Even with an 8, you hear something. You hear the low growl of a bear type sound. And 3 polar bears come wandering down the stairs.
Son of it.
Not right there, but I'm just moving them there. And they kind of come around and then they sniff around. And almost at the same time, three humanoid figures follow from behind. Once again, they're not exactly there. Let me give you some art, because it's pretty cool art. This is what they look like.
Ooh.
And they come up and they're kind of wandering around. And they turn around and look at you, Garrett.
Garrett or Whimsy? Or Tarvin?
Tarvin.
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 Oh, sorry, was it Tarvin, was it?
Yeah.
Yes, Tarvin. So you're back here sleeping, Garrett. And Tarvin, you're out front.
Okay. Yep.
And they see you. And they put their fingers to their lips, doing. What do you do?
I kind of nod slowly while keeping eye contact.
And the bears kind of swing around them. And they let out very low-level growls. This druid continues with her fingers on her lips. She beckons you to come forward. She takes a couple of steps forward in good faith.
Tarvin kind of kicks Whimsy a little bit to wake her up.
Are you doing it subtly? Like as if they she wouldn't notice?
Yeah, I'll try and do it subtly, if I could.
And do a sleight of hand check.
At disadvantage, I suppose.
Oh, yep.
Ah,
Oh,
natural one.
not only do you fail to kick Whimsy, which I don't know, maybe you're dying to do all this time, you kind of completely give it away. And they all take a step forward. The druid goes, waves her finger at you, puts her finger on her lips, and beckons you to come forward.
Tarvin actually puts up his open palm forwards, basically towards water, and takes a step back.
Waves your finger at you again. Beckons.
Tarvin shouts, "Wake up!" and goes for his bow.
Okay. So you shout, "Wake up!"
Yeah. And or loud enough that I know everyone in the room will hear me, and not necessarily, any louder.
Yeah, okay. Whimsy, make a perception check.
Okay. Perception, that one there she is.
And let's do one for. Oh, this is it. Oh, yeah. Nymphadora doesn't wake up. Whimsy, you snap awake.
Do we all do perception?
Yeah,
checks?
sorry. So you should all do it. Yep. Keep in mind your levels of
And
exhaustion.
it's at disadvantage, is it?
Yeah.
For one level of exhaustion?
George maybe will have, and Garrett.
Oh, did that not come through?
Garrett, I see you rolled a 21 at disadvantage. So, Garrett, you pop up. George, tell you what, let's do it this way. Tarvin, make me an intimidation check. Let's see how loud you can holler.
At disadvantage, not so good.
At disadvantage, yep.
Come on.
Wake
A
up.
7. George, you sleep through it. And so you shut up. These droids come forward and says, "Why did you do that? It is very important for us to be quiet." Quiet!
Is Whimsy awake?
Yep, Dorage and Nymphadora are still asleep. Everyone else, I think, is
Whimsy will message her. What's the necessity for silence and quietness?
Important to be quiet, to be respectful of this place.
Whimsy's like, we've only ever been respectful of this place. We've come to help nature out as best we can and lost our druid in the process.
Whimsy is being truthful and trying to show respect, and she can make persuasion. If she's telling lies, she can make a deception check.
Oh, deception.
A deception, okay.
She'll roll that again using her
Okay.
her power of She has power. I can't remember what it's called.
Taxi, Baxi, Mulligan.
Mulligan one. 24.
Respect is what you should be doing.
Indeed.
And she looks around and makes contact with everybody who's up, who's Tarvin, Whimsy, and Garrett. Who do you serve? You are in the palace of O'Real. Sure you know this. Who do you serve?
We serve nature.
You know what I am asking. Do not be deceptive with your words. Who do you serve?
Real, of course. She is the queen of the cold and the nature that blesses us all.
Who do you serve? Locking eyes onto Tarvin.
Whimsy's messaging him. Just say nature.
Nature. Of course.
Oreo.
Is O'Real.
Oriole. Yeah.
O'Real? And finally,
All hail Oriole. Yeah.
you, human, who do you serve?
We come to face the challenges of the Frost Maiden.
Do you too serve O'Real?
We served her.
You served her? You do not serve her anymore?
We come to face the challenges of endurance and isolation.
If O'Real stood before you now, would you attack her or fall to your knees and beg for her mercy?
To our knees. Each and every one of us. Are we still whispering?
She's saying it in a whisper. Think of it as a stage whisper.
All right.
Then. And she's going to cast Ice Storm right in the middle here. Look at all you guys, beautifully grouped up.
So she was tricking us.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Just ask who you served, and you said Oriel.
It's true.
Yeah.
We did say that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chose the wrong team.
You did choose the wrong team. Okay, so yeah, let's get this ice storm out the way. It's going to be one of them. I think it's kind of makes sense, but I can get all of you guys easily. So I'm going to have everybody please make me a dexterity saving throw. You can add Nymphadora's dexterity bonus. Dorage and Nymph are automatically going to fail, but they are going to be woken up.
Oh, man.
Okay, so this ice storm just comes down from above. I think this is... No, they're going to do it at 5th level. So, let's have a look. The spell DC is 14, so you or everybody fails. You fail, you fail.
Whimsy got 16 plus 3 to it.
Oh, 16. Okay.
Tarvin got 15.
You're right, with the plus 3. Good point.
Mhm.
So, if you make the saving throw, first of all, take half of this.
What's
so
the saving throw against it? 16.
15, I think.
15.
Oh,
Let me
yes.
So
double
you've
check.
made it.
So take
15.
2.
Yep, and then half of much of this. 5d6. This is cold damage. So I'll let you make the adjustments if you're resistant to cold.
So half as much as that and then half again, or just half?
So if you're resistant and make the save, you get it halved
Yep.
twice. So it'll be 11, so it'll be 5 points of damage. Quarter damage.
So 5 plus 2. 7. Nice.
Nymphadora eats it. And Dorge, you eat it. So you're
Yeah, both Nymphadora and myself will have 15 because we're both resistant to cold, but we've got 4 bludgeoning.
yes, okay. So and then we'll pick this up next week so Nymphadora can be involved.
Roll for initiative.
Your exhaustion levels will still apply. Let's just get the initiative out the way. Maybe more ice storms will be
Maybe
coming.
one of these druids is Shajaya's new character.
Maybe. Let's do
Yep, but
Nymphadora.
that's only if they survive.
Yeah.
Not good. Leah was considering either a fighter or a rogue. So he's not going to be a druid again. Okay, so the ice storm comes down and bludgeoning and Dorge, you are prone if it's going to matter. Nymphadora is prone if it's going to matter. And also, this also could be important, this here is difficult terrain.
Terrain.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Cool.
Kind of a
Well, you
shame
do some
these guys
fast talking.
didn't have fireball
Mm.
for this cold resistance.
Oh, actually,
Almost as if we created characters for this environment.
Yes.
I've just while that's going, I'll actually absorb some of the elemental damage with my reaction. Would I be able to do that?
Yes, you have your reaction. I mean, she does initiate the combat off, but you weren't surprised, so yeah.
I'll add 4 back onto that, and I've absorbed 4, so for next time.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay, let's pick this up next week, gentlemen. Turned out just taking long rests eventually doesn't work because people find you.
Oh yeah, but when you have no choice,
Wait, no choice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there's always a choice. But yeah,
Well, look at how,
Cool.
how messed up our poor old Nymphadora is, right? Disadvantage on her thing, speed halved. Just gonna find it very
Same
difficult
with-
in this
same with me.
storm. Huh?
Same.
Good,
so,
good,
yeah.
good fun.